Peggy.
Hey guys, what's up? What's up in the Spire today? What's up here today? I hope you all had a chill Saturday night or Saturday evening. I mean, I guess not, because those who actually had are probably not awake right now. But maybe some of them will watch the video, and then I will be able to address them directly when I wake up from the Saturday night fever. Okay, so... Or they are just in Australia, sitting in Australia, having a different time zone. That's of course also possible as well. Fine. So, how are you all today? Nice birthday, dinner and movie. That sounds great. That sounds great. That sounds like a thing a boomer would do. No. No, it's good. It's good. That's very nice to hear. Okay, so what Gunslinger says 2 a.m. over here. What do you mean? Is it East Coast? East Coast? What? Yeah. East Coast. Yeah. No, actually that's a different one, but it's East Coast, right? Yeah. Okay, so good stuff, guys. Okay. Last run went well. That was a nice run. I really liked that one. It was cool. I saw that Terence is doing a double down on his defect performance. Interesting. It's really cool that he's doing that. I like that. He's doing 100 games apparently. That's a lot. I mean, I know it because I do 100 games. So 100 games is I mean, if you want to like do 100 performance games, right? 100 games going for win rate, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. If you just donk around, then it's not a lot. Then like whatever, really. But if you really go for performance, then it's tough. Tough busyness. Also for those who are not exactly, because I usually do predictions, right? I usually do predictions, and you can never. You know. I mean, I see what somebody like, let's say, person X, Y did, and then I do predictions on what that actually means, right? So, for example, regarding Terence, like people were saying, okay, now there's somebody who's playing like defect at 75%, right? And I was just pointing out, again, you know, like always, or no, it was 70%. It was 70%, right? Yeah. So I was pointing out, like always, that in this case it would be probably a statistical outlier, right? So I'm really looking forward to how this will actually go, because my personal prediction would be like that, and also I would be extremely surprised if that would be above 65%. Insanely surprised, honestly. I mean, that would be super cool, but would really, yeah, that would really surprise me. Straight up, right? Not more, not less. And we will see. We will see. I'm really looking forward for that performance display. Absolutely. And but yeah, really cool that he's doing that stuff. Also, to put things into perspective, anything above 60 would be phenomenal. Yeah, just saying. Yeah. So yeah, we will. I'm really looking forward for. I wonder how long it will take him. Whether it will take him like. How many runs does he do per day? What? Idiocracy is asked which streamer is claiming 70% defect win rate. Nobody's claiming that. Like always, it's like the usual lambs to the slaughter, like the usual population of Twitch population who wants to have something happen. You know, they always like very often people just make stuff up, which I mean, for Terence, I know specifically that he specifically doesn't claim that, right? But people are just making stuff up. They see something and then they want to, storytelling, right? They want to believe their own stories. And, for example, they came here into the channel and were saying, hey, there's somebody playing the defect with 70%. And I was like, yeah, but is it like consistent 70%? Or is it just like a statistical outlier 70%? And they're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? So that's why I feel that there's nothing more to be said about that. I feel it's super cool if like people want to have like a real picture of that. So I find it super cool that Terence is doing now the 100. Not in a kind of way, okay, here I have like this and that, but rather saying, okay, and now I double down on that and show kind of what my real percent, kind of want to confirm that, right? That's amazing, really. I find it really cool. Okay, so what's up, guys? Do you have any questions which are pressing since yesterday, or since half a day? As you know, hey, today I woke up very early. I don't even know what happened. My daily routine should be that I wake up like at 2 p.m. every day or something. I mean, that was before I started the challenge. And then, like, somehow I woke up, like, very often at 10 a.m. or 11 suddenly. And today it was, like, 7 a.m. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's happening. And I'm not even feeling, like, complete crap. Usually if I would wake up at 7 a.m., I would feel like complete dog shit. Do you say that? Feeling like complete dog shit? Yeah, probably. I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, I was usually, like, this is not my wake-up time. But I don't know. I mean, we will see. Maybe I will play the run like crap, I mean, that could very well happen. Oh, is my Internet garbage currently or what? Was ist das, Adrian? Das ist schon richtig. Hä? Moment mal. I'm dropping frames, man. Was soll das? I will need to make a short speed test to see whether it's my Internet what sucks, or whether it's something else. Bitte durchführen? Nö, alles gut. It's not my internet. Weird. Okay. Maybe it's I don't know. Ever heard of Swift? It's cycling in a virtual world. Cycling with what? Swift. Which cycling? I prefer cycling also on a bicycle tour. I mean, I understand. Yeah, no. That's not my cup of tea. Yeah. Okay. Good. Was this what? I love you, life coach. Have my babies. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, chances that you are a female watcher are so are so low that you would be a very statistical outlier if that would be the case. Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually checked, but I think I just go with the statistics here. Okay. So what we can speedrun on as nee, that's fine. Also, you don't have questions or what? Then because then we would probably maybe just I just still enjoy the coffee. Usually I get the coffee first and then we really go full fire into the run. There are no women on the internet. Yeah, no, there are women on the internet, but there are not many women who are watching people play Slay the Spire. They are rather watching, I don't know, and this is probably like stereotypes, but they are probably rather watching like little kittens or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they watch. I mean, they probably watch like a lot of TikTok, and I mean, you see the okay, guys, you see the content out there, and now the question is, who's watching this crap, right? And the answer is women. Oh, that's garbage. Nee, also probably not. That was of course a complete stereotype here. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's half truth. Maybe there's some truth to that. I don't know. I cannot say. Yeah. But if all the male are already watching gaming content, you know, somebody else has to watch the other stuff. Yeah, or it's just like a bunch of nerds who are actually doing both, watching gaming content, and then after the gaming content they are going on TikTok, or they do it simultaneously. Yeah. What Azuzu says, when I streamed Slay the Spire casually, I actually had a fair amount of women viewers. Yeah, I see. In Germany, we say the wish is the father of the thoughts. So only because you believe that you had a lot of groupies doesn't make it true. Okay, but never mind. I don't know. Maybe it's because I woke up so early. I'm being very rude here. Okay. So. Na gut. Nee, okay, also it's Sunday morning and we don't have a real topic. Okay, let's play some Spire then. Let's do it. What, you only found out they were women because you talked about your wedding? Oh yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Apropos, I mean, are you a woman yourself? Because I mean, that would of course change the equation. Yeah, I mean, if you're a woman yourself, and you have a lot of female watchers, I am completely with you on that. Yeah, I mean that wouldn't surprise me at all. But okay, so Asians asked, did we get our daily Bash America time yet? Yeah, I need some jumping board for that. I need like some. I cannot just like randomly. I cannot random bash or random trash talk. It has to be topic related. What Idiocracy asks, what when they played poker were aware of modern principles like game theory, optimal play, or did they play poker more in the area of what Sklansky and Doyle Brunson books? Sklansky and Doyle Brunson books. Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, I was aware of modern principles like GTO, and I was probably also the first person who actually went into this direction in a very strong way. Yeah, but yeah, sure. And yeah, no, I played heads up only. In the end, because it was just the most lucrative. You had the highest stakes there, right? So I started off with no, like, whatever, and then by moving up the stakes, at some point you find that there are no higher stakes, and then you deviate from full ring to shorthanded because the shorthand has higher stakes than full ring, and then at some point you reach the top there, and you realize if you want to play higher, you need to play heads up. The reason being simple: if you play a certain amount of money, you need to find, like in shorthanded, you need to find 5 people who has that kind of money and also want to invest that or play with that. And heads up, you only need to find 1 person, yeah, who is willing to do that, and therefore, well, basically that. Why did I quit if I were doing well? Is that the annual talking about pokers? I quit because I do not like taking money away from people without creating additional value for the world, while my life doesn't change if I take money away from people who actually need it much more than I do. And also, yeah, I mean, full stop. Yeah. I mean, maybe it was also something like I mean, it like a lot of things came together, you know. I mean, that was one part of it. Another part was that I got my kids, my children. So I also didn't want to play poker while growing up my children, because of course it's like also something which is not always completely detached emotionally, right? I mean, if you, for example, have a downswing of whatever, 500,000, then you might not feel great. I mean, it's not that bad, but you know, I didn't want to connect like my emotional feelings too much. I don't know. Then I have my baby, and I cannot. Maybe she feels that something might be off, and I don't want that they grow up with kind of this interaction. It wasn't too bad. I was kind of pretty much emotionally detached from playing poker, but you know, and that was one part of it. And another part was that it also, I don't know, I mean, it also felt like kind of an era came to an end. So despite increasing, I mean, and it was just simply, people were getting also tired, like other people were getting tired of poker, and it was not that hyped any longer, right? So there was a time where it was kind of, yeah, that was a cool thing to do, and kind of that flavor just went away, right? And so it was like a combination of things. What science says, so you take watches from people instead? No, the Breitling, that was also poker time. That was very, very early in my poker days, where I won that watch. What some people want to hear about poker, investing, life, and such. No, I'm talking about those topics all the time. I mean, honestly, to poker, there's not much to be said. I mean, what could I possibly talk about poker? I mean, poker is a game where the better you are, the more you earn, especially if you adjust like the game you play. And that's, I mean, that's what happened. I mean, there's really not much to be said about poker, honestly. Like, no magic there, honestly. It's like, it's actually pretty boring or pretty flat. I mean, of course, within poker, I had a lot of interesting or funny stories, also learning people, I mean, that's for me the biggest aspect, right? The learning of like the psychology of people who are basically on the brink of their if you see the real face, right? Real face of people, faces of people, if they are like in a very critical or borderline situations, and yeah, that's pretty much yeah. That was definitely also very nice for my development, that experience-wise, you know. But other than that, there's really no magic to poker, honestly. I mean, same goes for investing, and honestly, same goes for life. It's actually quite, you know, people always want to believe there's like so much to it, and in reality, it's just like so. I mean, I wouldn't call it boring, but there's no magic recipe, you know. And people just kind of want to see that magic recipe, also because of greed. I mean, I was addressing that topic many times, like an investing. Like people want to. Okay, my thoughts on investing are pretty simple. You can either take stocks and average an annual return of around 6.5 to 7%. Then you have to deduct your taxes, and depending on how you min-max these taxes, you will pay whatever. Usually something be around 28% on these winnings, but if you optimize it a little bit, it's probably less. Because you can, for example, freeze the money and delay the tax payment, or you can also decrease the tax payment in different ways, but usually whatever, if you do it in a normal standard way, it would be minus 28, and then you will end up with around annual return post-tax with around like 5%. Or you can go real estate. Real estate also yields you around 5 to 6%, usually 6%, but if this is taxable, you earn less than with stocks. But good news, you can also probably min-max the tax situation better if you go real estate in different ways. That depends on the country. Like depending on Germany, I could tell you the one thing or the other, but in other countries, I don't know. But if you min-max that, you can also come up with post-tax more than 5%, maybe 6%. Now, but people do not want 6%. People want like, I don't know, more than that for sure. People want to hear the Holy Grail for 10%, 15%. I don't know, whatever that might be. And if you tell them that's not possible, well, they just will listen to somebody who tells them that's possible, right? And then they are crying out loud when they lost all their money, or because they got frauded, or because they invested into something which promised them 20%, but it appeared that there was some risk involved which they gotten like explained beforehand. Yeah. And you listen to that, and I don't even listen to that, right? Because it's so stupid. No, seriously, it's just dumb. Also, hey, like I got this annual returns like of 18%, but something like nobody actually told me about the risk attached to that. And you're like, wait, so you had some investment running and that yielded you 18%, and you thought that's riskless? Yeah, that's right. Ich meine, come on, guys. Wirklich. Ich meine, das ist, I'm rather playing Spire, you know. Because it's einfach so dumm draußen. Ja, wirklich. Es ist so traurig auch. Everything. Was soll ich denn machen? Ja, es ist so sad. What A. Johnson says, I forgot when you were playing Heads Up, was it pre-post solvers? What do you mean with solvers? There are no poker solvers. But I was starting Heads Up where the software out there was, there was like Poker Tracker, of course, to track your poker results, and then there was, the solver, the best algorithmic software out there was Poker Stove, which is like, yeah, you know, it's just like gives you with the Monte Carlo evaluation, gives you like the percentages of hands against each other, which is like very basic. And then there was something like PokerRaiser, which was kind of the pre-software of I heard like Piotrek did like what is Pio solver or whatever. Yeah, Pio because of his name Piotrek, right? And they he made the software which was like PokerRaiser beforehand, right? But nobody wanted that because he was pretty bad at marketing that software. So when I saw PokerRaiser, I was actually thinking, hey, what the heck? That's actually something I could actually use, yeah. Like Poker Razor was something which is like pure solver nowadays, like much more base, because I of course developed it into the direction of pure solver, whatever. So so I actually, I actually invited him to my home, and he was already kind of like, I don't know, super sad because nobody wanted really to buy his product, because I mean nobody saw really the potential of it, but I was basically offering to buy this thing, and to also having like working as a programmer at my place, and that's also what happened. So he kind of wrote some software for me, and I also used that of course for heads up. I mean like for analysis purposes. And yeah, when I stopped playing poker, apparently, but this is something I just got the information like later, because obviously, I mean, in theory, I have the rights on that stuff, because pure solver is actually, I would say, a big part of that is still from the programming at my place back in the days, and I actually should have the rights to that, but I mean, I don't care, you know, I didn't care, but it was just funny because few years later somebody told me, hey, there's something like pure solver, it's so sick, and I'm taking a look at it, and I just see my software kind of, maybe a little bit amended, but a lot of that was very similar. So I was like, yeah, sure. But yeah, whatever. Apparently this goes for whatever, 500 or 1,000 bucks currently, which is interesting. But yeah, so that's kind of the story of, and that's also why I found this question about this GTO stuff so interesting, because honestly, I mean, you know my approach, I analyze everything, so it's kind of asking somebody, I don't know, like asking Gordon Ramsay whether he uses good products in his kitchen, and you're like, yeah, like, yeah, I do. Okay, so after seeing how you think through this game, it would be amazing to see you play high stakes poker. As I said, it's freakingly boring. No, seriously. I mean, I just analyzed I can tell you in 5 minutes what I do. I mean, the execution is difficult, but the principle is super simple and super boring. Yeah. So I have my opening ranges, and in heads up, the opening ranges doesn't deviate. So I have an opening range. I have, yeah, theoretically you have 3. You just go through the game tree with your ranges, and a lot of that just doesn't change, and you just execute it like a monkey, honestly. Yeah. So I mean, depending on whether you go for a min raise, limp, or fold approach, or whether you go for a min raise fold approach, you have like some thresholds. Some people believe 100% min raise is correct. Some people believe it's 90%, and that basically means you fold the worst, whatever, 2-7 offsuit, you would fold or not. Like, that's up to you, and then you just execute that. And then you check out. I mean, you have your opponent will then call or will 3-bet you, and then you have like a very specific behavior with specified ranges there, right? And until then, there's like no poker has been played. That's just complete theory. I mean, many people just didn't do that in the first place, so you could already edge there, but it's, you know, really no rocket science. And then you can adjust. I mean, that's actually the and then there's a board, of course, and then you do that 3 times, right? You have 3 times your ranges, and depending on the opponent's I mean, not even depending on that comes later, but you just play it very straightforward, right? You have like a certain range of semi bluffs or bluffs, or like hands you would bet. It's usually value bets and bluffs, and the bluffs should usually semi bluffs because they also have still equity, right? And that you do 3 times. And on the river at the end, you do exactly the same thing. You bet your value hands and you bluff correspondingly. On the river, you bluff with your blockers, because, well, your blockers are blocking his calling range, and so therefore is more clever to actually bluff with stuff which actually could block parts of his calling range, right? For obvious reasons. And that's it. That's poker for you. And at the end of the day, you just have to be very good at evaluating those ranges. Like, on which board, like what is your value range on which board? It's not even about the bluffs, because again, the calling frequency will be it will probably make you indifferent if he's a good player. And you can never really predict anyway. So if you just go ahead and just bluff with your hands, which are always which have blockers, you're already on a good, you can already not do much wrong. So it's really only about the value betting. And the magic of poker is basically that you know what to value bet on the river. And of course what to value bet on the flop and on the turn. But I just imply that you know that stuff. Because if you don't even know that, then it's really sad, right? I mean, then you can definitely not play very good poker. And so yeah, it's basically what do you value bet and how much on the river. That's about it, right? And yeah, I mean, that might be interesting. I don't know, but it might also be just, I don't know, not very interesting. Yeah, I mean, you do that with a lot of analysis and such. I mean, I did it with a lot of analysis beforehand, and then also, of course, also with reality checks. So, what is my edge? How much can I edge per 100? Does that increase if I change maybe a little? But it was really only micro adjustments. I didn't, at the end, or even the last few years, I didn't feel that, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that it was something like a revelation or something. It's like the same like with investing and poker. Like, people want to think that poker is like such an elevated game where you can really edge out like by reading your opponent, like he did he gave a tell, and in reality it's like complete like basic math, and it's like a really simple game, and nobody would even play it if it would be for the money, honestly. I mean, if poker would be, I mean, there were some poker adaptations like in computer games without like gambling, you know, and nobody plays this crap because it is crap, you know. Poker without money, I mean, you can already try playing poker without money. Just do yourself that favor, and you will see how crap that game. I mean, how simple, like, you know, how unappealing that game actually is, you know. So yeah, I don't know. Well, just take money out of the equation, and if it's not a good game, if you take money out of the equation, well, maybe, just maybe, it might not be a good game. Okay, so. What as Johnson says, the bluffs are just to be used to get the opponent's calls to as close to 0 EV as possible. Well, I mean, to be precise, the bluffs are just being used so that the opponent calls at all, right? So if you would not bluff in poker, your opponent would not need to call you ever. 0%, yeah? And by bluffing, you basically, you basically force him to sometimes call, yeah? And then, of course, you would soft adjust to the opponent. So if you realize your opponent is doing this or this and that behavior, you could do, for example, and this is like maybe where it becomes a little bit interesting. You could actually say, okay, because he does this, this, and that, I do this, this, and that. And it's not because he cracks his cookie and that is like freaking tell, but it's rather, hey, his 3-bet frequency is this and that, and maybe he 3-bets 4% too little, and because he doesn't have this and that in his 3-bet frequency that often, for example, whatever he doesn't 3-bet with 9-9, it basically basically flattens his 3-bet range to a certain range where I can actually exploit it or soft exploit it, because I know the consistency of this 3-bet range does include these and that, those hand combinations less often, right? So it goes rather in this direction, right? So if you know that somebody never 3-bets even like randomly, like with Jack 10 or Ace Jack, and the board is, for example, Jack 8-7, right? Then you have a very specific read that, I mean, very specific, you know, Jack 8-7, and he cannot really hit a lot of that, right? And then you can, for example, contest it specifically also with see my bluffs and stuff like that, because then suddenly he either needs whatever, ace, ace, king, king, queen, queen, jack, jack, and then you can actually also kind of scout whether this is part of his range. And because pairs are less likely than, like, for example, if somebody always 3-bets ace, king, and ace, queen, that's already a lot of combinations. So chances, if the board is, for example, jack 9-8, that he hit, or jack 8-7, that he hit something of that, is much less likely than that he did hit something, or that he does have an overpair, under the assumption that his range is so narrowed. And some people did have that behavior, right? There were people who only 3-betted if they had like this value range, and yeah, and the bluff 3-bet was whatever, 5-4 suited, 6-5 suited, right? And if they had such a behavior, of course you could exploit that, and then you basically play such a board more aggressive and stuff like that. So that is interesting, right? Especially if it goes for a lot of money, because you know, okay, like this little edge you are currently creating is actually multiplied with a big money, creates a lot of money, right? I mean, sure, yeah. If money is why you play poker, you know, and because that's usually the case, those were exciting times. But I can just tell you, like from my current situation, it just bores me to death, really. I mean, because I don't know. I mean, maybe that's too harsh. But if you take money out of the equation, poker becomes really like a very sad game, you know. Okay, so. When's the last time we boss swapped on the Ironclad? Never. Because the expected value of the boss swap is around 40 gold, 50 gold. And your options are always better than 40, 50 gold. And apparently people are catching up and also stop boss swapping on the Ironclad. So whenever you kind of want to see the reality, you see like that behavior of people adjusts, right? I'm just talking about stuff like watcher, always boss swap. When I started, people were laughing at us for or at me for always boss swapping, until I kind of proved that that's the right way to play. It also, I didn't even need to double down on that, because also other people who are very insanely good watcher players, like for example Max, they basically kind of proved the point. Because for me, the watcher wear off, fun-wise a little bit. It still was okay, but I found Ironclad more appealing. But for example, other very good players are also doubling down on that, and also kind of make a proof of concept, honestly. Yeah. And the same goes for the Ironclad, you know, like when I started, okay, people were still thinking, I don't know, there's some weird theory that the Ironclad benefits from the Force energy, and therefore you should like boss swap auras. It was really weird. I don't know who came up with this nonsense, but yeah, I mean, nowadays, if you see high Ironclad win rates, you will usually encounter people just not boss swapping, because it's really pretty nonsense. And what I find really interesting is, I mean, how strong can somebody be if he already fucks up the first the first decision in every run? How strong can a player really be if they? I mean, because I mean the analysis must be so off. You know, just imagine somebody who claims he is such a super good player and he fucks up the first decision every run. I mean, how bad is that, please? I mean, a multiple choice. I mean, it's like in America where you have a test and there are multiple choice of three. America bashing. Multiple choice of three choices, right? And I mean, it's no. Just imagine you start a run and you really have a chance to make a perfect move 25% of the time. You have this option, you know, and it's not only 25%, because if you're actually a clever thinker, it should be much higher than that, right? I mean, you can get to 100% there if you're actually. I'm very certain with a Watcher we are on 100% accuracy on the first decision of the run, right? I'm pretty certain we are also at 100% accuracy on the Ironclad with the first decision of our run. And now, how bad has the analysis to be to like kind of do the bad choice? I don't know. I mean, what can I say? You know. Now you might say, oh, but for that you need to analyze the freaking entire run. No, you only need to analyze the payout tables, and you need to be roughly right. You know, if it's like that evident, right? On the Watcher, is like the value of the boss swap is like whatever, mind blowing, 230, 250, I don't know, you know. And on the Ironclad is so low, you know. I mean, we are not talking about like, oh, that's a clutch decision or something. I mean, the delta is high. The difference between a good player and the bad player is big, you know. Nah, whatever. So, what Red Turkey says, I don't think swapping was ever meta on Ironclad among high win rate players, but they did it, right? They did it. I mean, I'm not talking about meta and like you always boss swap, but it was part of the strategy. And I'm telling you, it's not a viable strategy. You know, you cannot click that button. You know, you're not allowed to click that button. Yeah. Okay. Good. So let's start with the run and do not press that button. Did I fix my lag problem? Is it? Yep. Yep. Perfect. Everything good. Okay, now let's go. Ah, this is so bad. Remove is so bad, I take max HP over remove most likely. Before I do the remove. Maybe I do the remove. I don't know. Choose a rare card to obtain for this curse. Oh my god. Please, no. Guardian, okay, at least you get some respite. I don't know. Still not easy. Like always. Nine, I mean, Guardian, of course, is the easiest. I mean, when I would tell you, oh, I like to see the Guardian, people would tell me, and for example, we lose against the Guardian, and they would probably, oh, he lost against the Guardian, oh, with the Ironclad and the so. And in reality, it's absolutely possible, you know. It's like, this is not a free roll. It's not a free roll whatsoever, you know. The Guardian's freaking dangerous. Okay, here. Okay, so we have this 3 elites is like always, right? And there's also no alternate pathing. We need to do that, and we need to be equipped for this elite. Now there are 2 options. The one goes through the shop, the other one goes through 4 enemies. Okay, and having this in mind, should we do this or not? Or should we remove, or should we do max HP? What do you say? Early shop to remove the curse. Oh yeah. So you're actually using this node to... is there some shop? No shop? Fire? No shop? Potential shop. So... and potential shop over question mark. And here you can spend the gold. Do you really think it's wise to go to a shop just to have that removed? Or maybe you're arguing that we could do that because we can scout whether the curse is complete crap, right? And if the curse is acceptable, then we do not do this, but then we just do this. But if the curse is a complete crap curse, well, at least we are not getting complete trashed, right? No, I can see that. Yeah, I can absolutely see that. Yeah, hey Antoine, what's up, man? Just in time for the start, exactly. So, no, we can do that. We could do that. I mean, if you say this is horrible, like if you say the others are horrible, we could actually do that. Yeah, if the question mark is a remove, we don't need the shop. Yeah, but if the question mark is serpent, okay, then we can still hope that the curse was not a bad one. We take serpent, we go to the shop. Yeah. What's the expected value of choose a rare card? I don't know, 150 maybe? It's not even that high, right? I mean, it depends. There are some really nice ones. Feet, early feet is usually helping you a lot in a run. I mean, not insane, not infinitely, but it's nice. Demon form, yeah. It's good against Lagavulin. It's also good. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's not easy. Sure. Okay. I guess the following. Fiendfire I would value at around 200 gold. Probably around 200 gold. Impervious I would value at around 150. Feet I would value at 250. What else? Are those the good outliers? 150, 250, 200. Barricade is roughly break even. Corruption is plus 50 maybe. Demon form is plus 50 maybe. Reaper is nothing. Bludgeon is plus 100. Wouldn't be like my first choice. The Immolate is probably 150. Maybe 200. So, naja, they are what? Around 16, 17 rare cards, and around the 200 gold mark are Feet, Immolate, Fiendfire, Feet, Immolate, Fiendfire, or what? What is it? Feet, Immolate, Fiendfire. Yeah, Impervious is not around the 200 gold mark. Impervious is not even that strong early, because you overblock usually. So, I mean, it's funny, because we have done that so often. And I think the conclusion is always roughly the same, that we... I mean, but it's very close, so it's very important to do that over and over again. And we are also getting, maybe, still a little bit better in this game. But, how do I rate offering this early? Yeah, 0 gold, 50, nothing, 30, whatever. Not very good. Usually we come up with, like, I have in mind that we had, like, that we applied around 180 gold value. Like for the thing, right? Always good to double check reality. Yeah, exactly. So I think the usual idea is, again, that Feet is around 250, maybe. Yeah. That I mean, Feet, Immolate, and Fiendfire are the winners. Did I forget somebody? There should be 4, right? What did I forget? There should be usually four winners. I don't know. Let's say bludgeon isn't one of those. Bludgeon isn't one of those. So let's just say these three, whatever, right? And then we would have what's the likelihood? Then it's 50-50 immolate. Yeah, immolate, fiend, fire, and feed. Yeah. Then it would be like 50-50 to hit one of them or what? Yeah, something. Yeah, something in this magnitude. So 50-50 to get like 200 gold, like a very good one. And then there's another, I mean, if you do not receive a very good one, you probably receive one which is around 100, right? Again, these would be stuff like bludgeon, maybe corruption if you can build around that early, maybe, you know. The impervious, stuff like that. Okay. Brutality is decent as well now. So probably around, also usually I would say 100, also 50-50 for 200, otherwise it's 100. Aroundish. Not even probably. It's really sad. So probably like always we say 170, 180 minus curse. And curse is also schon pretty bad. Schon pretty bad. How bad? Also if it forces us to go into the shop, I cry. This is so sad. And the alternate would be to remove a strike or to max HP. Removing a strike is yeah. Then you cannot take perforated strike if you get offered that. So yeah. Very close to each other. I mean, there's yeah. So you cannot really blank with the rare option, but the curse is really not something you would usually like to have. The max HP is like 75 gold value, yeah, something like this. 80-90 gold maybe, something like this. Yeah, for the removing strike, no, yeah, higher upside of some high rolls now. I mean, what can it really wreck you hard? Usually, even that can happen, you know. Like Juggernaut is also so sad, and yeah. What, miss a hallway? Oh, you mean here or what? Yeah, even that's missing hallway is not exactly ideal. Oh. So, oh. Yeah. No, let's just take the max HP and see how we roll. And yeah. I fix myself another coffee and then we go for it. Okay. What wasting time? Yeah. Oh, we are taking or what? Oh, we are taking. I have to say I don't like it. I don't like to take. Okay, so we took the 12. So this slime. Okay, there is one defense. So if we block, attack. That's correct, right? Because they can always be the weak infliction and then be a very good. And if it's 12, you can double block usually. Yeah, like here. Double block attack. At some point he will start to weaken us. And that's when we strike. Yeah, okay. So apparently that's not possible. I would still do the double block because now it's already in 13 range. So now we can actually cut it down, or it weakens. It attacks again. Man. Ey, come on, Mann. Ja, es ist doch scheiße, echt, Mann. Was soll denn das? Yeah, okay, that was pretty stupid. Yeah, anger is better than cleave. I mean, I think we don't need to think about that too much. So there's Rambit, and Rambit is yeah. I don't give him the anger. The anger also represents less life loss, much less life loss, because much less life loss on the advanced enemy, much less life loss on even normal enemies, and much less life loss against the elite. So we should give him the gold. We never go to that one shop, and maybe we do not even go to the other. Yeah, okay. We got the tiny chest. Yeah, that was super bad. Super curvy is this. Yeah, mega bad. Doesn't matter. Whoop! Bomb! Damage. Take this. Super blockers. One is none, but none is also none. 6 HP. Give me the Snecko oil, everything. Hair damage. No! 70 gold here. We take a second anger, right? Havoc is unpickable. Body slam is unpickable. I mean, the anger probably saved us one life already, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, I take that. The second anger is really tough because we also face the knob, not the knob, the guardian. I take the second anger and then I stop picking attacks. We are very angry. Apparently we are very angry. Fan of times it was. I'm confused. Is anger worth over 70 gold and bludgeon only 100? That's right. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Yeah, pattern play. It's pattern play, but yeah. I think it's good enough because, yeah, out of different reasons. Do you concur with my anger evaluation there? That anger was to be picked? Wir low-rollen auch gerade jeden Roll. Every roll is, also, yeah, honestly. So I can use the potion to prevent 5. What? And one says the one costs 0 and the other costs 3. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Yeah, I mean, what can I say, you know? I mean, it's true. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what how it looks like. Okay, so this Snecko. Yeah, okay, we use the Snecko against the cubes, right? That's our kind of play. The Snecko here will be around 5 life, and 5 life is just not justified. Against the cubes, this will be much. Ah! I don't take the third one. I was already skeptical with the second one. I cannot take the third one. Not possible. Cannot take the third one. The third one is really problematic because the third one will lead to our hands not being able to spend our energy. Simple as that. If I take the third one, we will have hands where we do not spend our energy. It's unbelievable. We cannot take that. I was really skeptical already with the second one. I'm very certain that the second one is correct. But the third one... unthinkable, right? If we... What are hands where we actually break? Let's say we have a center spin plus 4 and we draw 2 angers. That would be a break hand. Yeah, there are some which are... top and anger, yeah, no, sure. I don't take the third one, right? It's too costly. Nah, it's too costly. Yeah. Now we... Was grid not a consideration? No. No, not a consideration. No. Not before the knob. What now potion? What do you mean now potion? You want to potion this? Seems like a stupid play. I don't know. You want to block and kill them with angers? It's a little bit difficult here. The sneaky gremlin requires 3 attacks. Okay, we have 3 attacks, that's your point. And it's also better to do the 3 blocks now. Because we don't even know which one he shields or what. And this is 6 damage and 5 is a weird... Yeah, 5 is weird, right? And we will have angers to... Oh, it seems legit. As long as this guy doesn't shield the sneaky, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I guess good stuff that we played it how we played it. We have a chance to kill this guy now, or what? That would be cool. Yeah, we do. That's really, really good. I'm not talking myself into something here, right? That's just super good here. War bomb! Very angry, and cut it down. Yeah, I mean... I think given how bad it could have been, it actually went quite well, no? I mean, relatively speaking. Okay, that was before I just drew a hand without any blocks whatsoever. Like always, you could take the Sneko for 5 preservation. Like always, that would be probably a stupid idea. Nice, we're out of the woods. Yeah. Now I don't know the freaking Sneko oil, man. What do we do with this? I mean, Sneko with like a wooden sucks. Sneko against knob sucks, probably. Sneko is only good against the cubes. So how good is Sneko against the cubes? Is it even that great? We could have used it for 5 life in average last turn. I think this time we can still use it for 5 in average. Can mess with us on cubes? What do you mean with mess with us? I would do it if I draw a handful of daisies. Then I would play 5 card draw. But you're saying that can also very often just lead to us. I mean, okay, what is if we find a potion and then Sneko is locked here? You know what I'm saying, right? I'm really wondering about this. It can be dead against cubes. What? With the daisies? You drew daisies? Seriously? So you drew daisies? What? Oh, that surprises me that you think that way. Ah, jetzt habe ich mich verlabert. I mean, one is none on the other hand. Vielleicht ist okay auch. Maybe it was okay, I don't know. Yeah. Nö, I would just later, but yeah, whatever. Clash, Nein, da habe ich mich einfach verlabert. Nein, ich habe mich einfach verlabert. I looked somewhere different. Never mind. I was not even looking at the screen. Whatever. Happens. Okay. So, Clash, Pummel, and Sever Soul. These are unpickable. Yeah, these are unpickable, right? Yeah. I also think so, especially now with our higher attack density. Sever Soul would be acceptable against Hexagos and Slime Boss more than against Guardian. If you don't even fight against a Guardian, it's also unpickable. Clash Anger is a combo. Yeah. Pummel? No. No, we are fine, right? Lagavulin, yeah, that's probably our best adversary. I use this, yeah? Anger's Couriers, we don't need Pummel. No, we don't need Pummel. Okay, insanely good opening. Ha! That is like a crazily good opening. What is that? What is that for a sick opening? That's really good. Holy crap. And yeah, we should just block in with all these angers. Or not. 72 is the first attack turn. And... I think we still need to deal the 9, bring it 72. Then we block 27, 55. Then 27, 27, yeah. I think we need to strike for sure. I definitely don't see that we block this against the vulnerable especially. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, here's Bash, Anger. Okay, now we actually a little bit. I mean, now we can still block, so there's that. I think this should be... I mean, yeah, no, it's not even... I mean, okay, our draw was also pretty crap. Okay, this is unbelievable that we are short here. Ach, come on, ey, das ist doch so ein... Ey, das ist so ein... Okay, ich meine, wir waren auch lucky beforehand. But I did the right decisions and we drew like 3 defense into the 1 round. So, I don't know, that was just stupid. That was super sad. That was just really... I mean, nothing we could have done, honestly, but it was just like... mind-blowingly bad. I mean, I even took the damage over the block, and then I drew the one hand which only contained blocked, right? Which was... Oh yeah, you could have argued that I should have not played the 1 block and instead dealing the 9 damage. But it's only bad if the hand is as garbage as it was. So I always preserve 5 if the hand is... Was it 3 blocks and 1 attack and 1 anger? And it was 3 blocks. So, if the 3 blocks on the second hand, we still... No, even then we kill. Because then we had all the attacks in the higher attack damage round. So, we literally only would not kill and would take the 20 damage if we draw all 3 blocks. And not 2 angers. No, what? No, and the anger, but not the strike. Hey, super unlikely. 50, 12, 12.5, 6, 5%. Nee, war super gut. Nee, war super gut. Was well played. Just garbage draw. Flame Barrier, maybe you say. Do we have an up fight coming? Yeah, maybe, right? I mean, we just faced the Lagavulin. The Gremlin Horn will help against... okay. Okay. Okay, we need to think about this very, very intense. Because Gremlin Horn helps tremendous against cubes. That's great. Gremlin Horn helps tremendous against advanced hallways. Which we have 2 of. So this Gremlin Horn will help a lot. Okay, cool. Now, we just faced the Lagavulin, we could face the Knob. What is against the Knob? Well, against the Knob, we do have Angers, which are good, but not infinitely. Yeah, great. Potion usually helps against the Knob, we currently don't have. We can not even tank 2 hits. But we can tank 1. Against the Knob, we will probably lose 30 life going to 1. Against the... No, actually not even. We cannot even play 1 block. We still die if we play 1 block. So, yeah, it's really, really tough, honestly. Because if we do not kill the Knob within 3, and I currently do not see that without a potion, we also didn't find one. We used the regeneration potion and got hit in our face a lot anyways. So that's sad. It's also infinitely sad that we did have turns where we couldn't attack for 3 energy, by the way. If you take a look at this, and if you take a look at the amount of our defense, if you take a look at these duplicated, we were looking at the 15 card deck with 4 blocks, and we draw 3 in 1 turn. Which is like, unbelievable, honestly. It's crazy. I mean, I don't want to blame everything on bad luck, but I'm just saying how unlikely that was, right? That we already didn't pick the 3rd anger so that we can always circulate our energy into attacks. And, I mean, it was also the case, right? I mean, against the Gremlin fight, we already drew like 2 times a hand with only attacks. So that sucked. And against the Lagavulin, the same. The Snacko Potion, ja, the Snacko Potion, ich weiß gar nicht. The Snacko Potion. Also, I used the Snacko Potion for 5 life in the 1 fight. Because we were kind of thinking that's a clever thing to do. 5 life for the Snacko Potion. Are you sure? I mean, the Snacko Potion is like a draw potion. Usually, okay, can be better, can be worse. Also, the other effect, I mean, in coordination with the 5 cards. I mean, I would say generally a little bit better than draw potion. But okay, with 2 angers, probably a little bit worse than draw potion. So, I mean, maybe on the same level or whatever. And draw potion is usually whatever, 6.5 life. I don't know. Cannot say. So, okay. Okay. So, Flame Barrier or Inflame, right? And yeah, also we already deal damage with Relic Anger, so I don't know about Flame Barrier. And against the Knob, Flame Barrier is completely horrible. Completely horrible. Unacceptably bad. On the other hand, we have Inflame with Angers, which is kind of a combo. And it's also like good against the Knob, because if you draw Inflame, we can spend this 1 energy into this Inflame, also killing the Knob faster. I think it's pretty much the Inflame. Yeah, it's just good. Yeah. So let's take that Inflame. It will be also deliver against the Guardian. We definitely take the Fire, and now the question is, should we Smith or should we actually rest? It's very dependent on the Knob. So if the Knob, we have 3 hands. So 3 hands, we have 9 energy. We have currently 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So usually we will be able to spend all our energy. Unless our hands are really crappy, like Bash, Double Strike, or some nonsense like this. Now if that happens, we draw these plus 1, by the way. Yeah, so what is the damage we can currently inflict? 30, 38, 44, 50. That's kind of the worst. That's the lowest damage output. Of course, the 50 are usually plus 6, or at least, yeah, even if this is in the 3rd draw. So it's usually 60, right? At least 60. And now we have the Inflame. Now, even if you draw the late, it's at least plus 10, so it's usually 70. Now, if it's 70, we still die. Yeah. Bash for the extra vulnerable and hope to draw it turns 1. Yeah, but if it's not in 50% of the cases, and we draw Bash turn 3, we just die. Can that be? I mean, it depends when we draw the Inflame. But it's 1 and 3 for the Bash, and then Inflame. If you draw an early Inflame, how much is it? 40? 40 plus 16, 56. Plus 10, 66. Plus vulnerable, 75. We still die. Yeah. So, I don't think we can. Because 1 and 3 of the Bash beam bottom, and then Knob, it's like 16% for Risk of Ruin. We cannot even block in against the Knob. The Knob deals exactly 31. Cannot do that. Need to rest. What can I say? Yeah. Maybe if I would have saved the 1 life against the the fight before, but 1 is none, and I dealt 6 damage on the Gremlin, so it was not a completely dominating play, but hey, yeah, usually with 32 maybe we could do it. I don't even know whether we could do it, honestly, because it would still be tough, right? Then suddenly we are required to play 1 block against a Nob. We probably still have small risk of ruin. Not very high, but probably very, very, very little still. For example, if you draw a lot of defense early and then we have no defense, it would probably still be required to upgrade. Sometimes, I don't know. Against the cubes, we also usually, I mean, if I take a look at this, I would probably assume 25 life plus against the cubes. But depending on the draw, it could also be 30. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, cautious. It's not even that bad with this max HP, honestly, because the rest is actually better. With the... Yeah, okay. So that sucks in so many aspects, because these are very high HP. Full stop, they are. They have very high HP. So a double block attack here, 37. That's what I see. I mean, we cannot kill this, right? Ever. 14, 29. Could kill it if we draw very well. I mean, very well. It's just about the freaking angers. 3 strike double anger at 30. So let's say we would bash strike the back one or what. 6 plus 8, 14, bringing this to 30. And then if you draw 3 strike angers, we kill. And 30 is also quad angerable. So inflame, anger, strike is also killing. And those are the only hands which I actually kill, but which do actually kill. So the question is, the other play would be block, strike. I mean, the 43 don't matter. 43, 44, it's the same, because we always have even amount of damage deal. So it's completely arbitrary. You can say these both have 44. It's actually super sad, honestly. Okay, so if we believe that we cannot kill next turn, I mean, the killing only is like double anger draw. It's not that likely, honestly. So if you think it's not that likely, which is not, it's not very likely. Should we pay 2 energy to deal 8 damage, or should we rather block and attack? If we block attack, this is 37. Is it something? This is so sad, honestly. I would still try to kill one quickly, because we have to. We have to kill one as quick as possible. Not having a potion is sad. Yep. We have horn 2. Yeah, I don't know what the horn actually indicates. I mean, currently the question is, do we deal the 8 damage over a 10 block? And if it wouldn't be... I mean, this is quite a bad exchange rate, you know. It is. So that's the only thing which shies me a little bit away from playing this. Because it's just like straight up 8 damage. It's like really... I mean, 8 damage for 10 block, man. That's so schlecht. That is so sad. I mean, wow. Is that sad, you know? I mean, I don't think I want to do that. Maybe just strike, block. And, hey, but our deck is also not so good, right? For this fight. But we probably will not be able to kill one anyways, honestly. But then you're saying it's at least good if he... And the next 2 hands will always for 6. The next 2 hands will always kill this if he just strike. I'm wondering what happens if you have 2 cubes against us. How bad that is. Like, can we outsit them? Usually we draw 2 real cards. Yeah. No, we would need to draw both angers, right? And having 1 anger is... also the first anger being in our first hand is very likely. The second is 50-50. So we actually have 30%. We actually have 30% to kill. No, I would go ahead and just suck it up. Like, what can I say? I think it's just correct to do that. Yeah. We need to be able to kill ASAP, and yeah. And if we do not... Hey. I mean, we had a 30% to draw that. Ja, ich meine, hey. What about striking the middle one here? Is it crazy? Nee, it's not. Because you kill it next turn, you draw a card. And you want that, or? Das ist schon unglaublich, you say. Dieser Scheißkampf, Mann. Dieser Drecksdraw, dieser verdammte Drecksdraw. Was ist denn das jetzt hier? Was? Anger not reshuffling a set? Yeah, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, you don't have the energy anyway. It's just like, it's complete. Hey! Mann! Fuck that hand, Mann. Das gibt's doch nicht. Hey, Scheißhand. Wieder zu wem zu much Leben? Warum habe ich denn überhaupt die Bash gespielt? Hätte ich die Bash nicht spielen sollen, oder was? Scheiße, Mann. Ich raff's nicht. Hätte ich die Bash nicht spielen sollen. Dann hätte ich jetzt hier Block und Strikes for 8. That's only wenn ich die Scheiße in Flame ziehe, oder was? Ich hatte 30%, dass es richtig gut läuft, oder was? Nein, der Bash, das war vielleicht auch ein bisschen... Ich weiß es nicht mehr. I'm actually checked out, really. As I saw in Tracks fight here. So what you're proposing is take this because we know that next time we don't draw blocks. Yeah. So I effectively dealt 8 damage on the... I mean, I also stripped away the artifact. So it's not... It's not the worst thing. If you draw Bash, we can even play Bash, right? I mean, in this case, so actually it was also for the artifact strip as well. So that was so that if Bash is being drawn, we can Bash strike this down, right? That was the idea. Now that's not possible any longer. So now we have this on 13 and Bash strike. I don't know, ich meine, jetzt können wir noch nicht mal mehr blocken, Mann. Schau doch mal. Strike Bash 13. Also überhaupt gut, den zu töten. This will take damage away from this, but I mean, I don't know. Scheiße, Mann. Hey, every time wrong, man. Every time wrong. Wish we had snack oil here. Yeah. This is so dumb, man. This is really dumb. So 44, yeah. Huh. I mean, at least we drew. Hey, wir können schon wieder nicht töten und this time we cannot kill because I fucked. I mean, there was this bash thing. I don't know. So what I did, I was playing the attack on the cube instead of the bash. Okay. My idea was, if we draw bash, you know, the bash strike is also killing, so we could have already inflicted 8 damage on the right cube, right? But my afraidness was, like, my concern was, if the next hand is not containing bash, we actually run into a considerably risk of ruin. And why is that? Yeah, if I don't draw bash, so I have strike. And strike bash does not kill the cube. So, well, that means if I strike that and the next hand, I mean, for example, we draw 1 or 2 blocks into his hand, we might just die, you know. It was not possible. And then what ink bottle, yeah? Hey. So much for the 25 of our 31 life against the cubes. Ach, was weiß ich. We can buy a potion here or whatever. We will have enough money to go to the shop at least. What do we buy? Flame Barrier? We still need some block against Guardian. Flame Barrier is bad against Nob, but I think the Nob issue, yeah, we will see. I mean, Spot Weakness is not good either, so... And this is also very good against the birds, and this has some card draw. House Flame Barrier is also very good against the Lagavulin. Yeah, let's take the Flame Barrier. We already have him Flame, so I doubt that we need Spot Weakness too. Nah, yeah, Twin Strike, yeah, no. Courier, yeah, ja, okay, interesting. Ich muss auch sagen, unsere Hände sind echt der größte Scheiß, Mann. Ich meine, jede Hand ist so ein Dreck. Ich meine, ich verzweifle hier wirklich. Die Hände sind so ein Dreck, Mann. Jede Hand. I mean, this play is like we are forced to do this here, because I mean, hey, wir können, hey. Oh, that was bad. Ich spiele auch, I'm already tilted, I'm playing like crap. Could have I played 4 more? Yeah. Scheiße. I think no punish for me, but yeah, no punish in this case, because 7 is equal to 3. But hey. Ich bin auch ein bisschen angetiltet with the anger, Mann. Ich bin ja auch ein bisschen angetiltet mit diesen Angers. Ja. It was echt. And we even rested, man. We even rested. Instead of resting in peace, we are resting. Like resting for life freaking total, man. Hey, dieser scheiß Anger, Mann. Ich bin, hey, sorry for the cursing, but hey, like, komm! Was ist denn das? Okay. Okay, guys. Shop is obvious, then we go here, right? And because I go into the shop, did we not get any potions? You freaking betrayer, man! It's not like, it's like not slay the Spire, it's like the Spire betrays us, man. Fraud. This is a freaking fraudulent behavior. Give me the freaking potions, you little dudes, man. Okay, I will, okay, whatever. What do we take? Did you already, okay. I would like to take a card which makes our deck better. Do you think the Twin Strike makes our deck better? The Twin Strike is probably slightly worse than the Anger, but only slightly. It's yeah, as good as the bash, but obviously it's way better than all 5 strikes are. It's worse than flame bear, it's worse than flame, but it's slightly better than the 4 blocks. So twin strike or nothing. Yeah. It's good against an op, you guess. I guess the same. And it's not even that bad against the Lagavulin because of Inflame. Because of the Gremlin Horn, is most likely positive in hallways. And if you go into the strength direction, the Twin Strike is not even completely falling off. It's not even falling off completely. Okay. So should I take this Twin Strike there? We need it against Nob, right? Straight and simple. Yeah, last question would be whether somebody mentioned the Thunderclap. Yeah, no. Probably not, right? No. I mean, the Ink Bottle is not bad with the Angers, honestly. I mean, Ink Bottle, every 2 or 3 turns, receives 6 additional damage. That's at least 6 damage per fight for sure. It is not bad, yeah. Isn't it? Carbohydrates, yeah, of course, yeah. My intake of carbohydrates is directly correlating to the garbage I eat in the Spire. Naja, it's clear, right? I mean, I eat garbage in the Spire, so I eat also garbage in real life. It's called memes, not memes. Ja, doch memes. Also not meme. Also priming. It's called priming. Ja. The Tiny Chest is also complete crap. Ink Bottle is normal. Korea is normal. Gremlin Horn ist even good. Okay, nehme ich jetzt, ja? Soll ich es jetzt nehmen? Ich nehme den Scheiß jetzt. Ich bin einem super... okay, whatever. Ja, also there's an anger on sale. Yeah, finally. Yeah, finally. No, it was a freaking last straw. That was a freaking last straw, guys. I'm a monkey tilt now. Hey. Hey. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the Happy Flower is also pretty clear. What? Can we buy a potion if I buy the Happy Flower? No. No. What potions are low impact too? No, the upgrade potion is a good one. But we cannot buy the upgrade potion and a relic. I would buy the upgrade potion if I could also buy a relic. But we cannot. Besides the mirror. So we have the option to either stone and potion. Yeah, I wish. So we have the option to... Yeah. To either buy 2 potions. Okay, we can buy the sunflower. Or we can buy 2 potions and remove or what? No. Pretty much. We might not even need the potion in the next fight. Against the advanced enemy. Yeah, it could very well be that we do not even need the... That we might not even need the potion. Any potion against the next fight. We have potion drop 70% or something through the roof. So if we buy 2 potions, we go into the next fight and we do not even need the potion, we cry. A lot. It would be very, very sad. Right? Yeah. Certainly. So... Inflow strictly better. Naja, what means strictly better? It's not better if you die here. No. And we are currently at 8. And 8 means Unfortunately, we do carry a Risk of Ruin. That's simply how it is. And Risk of Ruin isn't pretty. So, I mean, at some point we also need to check out whether our run is too weak. Tiny Chest doesn't do anything. Gremlin Horn also does something now currently, not later. Ink Bottle is mediocre. Korea is also meh, especially if we just spent all our money in the shop. Our life total is crap and potions are none. Our deck has for early game, but that will fall off. This is also crap. This is also rather Act 1-ish. And this is also not like the incarnation of evil. So, our deck is actually also quite weak. Actually, we are on the weak side in every aspect. Every aspect. Straight up. We are weak relic-wise, I would say. I mean, we are currently playing around 2 relics instead of 4. We are weak life total-wise and deck-wise. Yeah. We need the most immediate powers as in 1. So you would actually buy 2 potions and remove. I mean, remove ain't even that bad, by the way. Removing a strike is definitely a good call before the Guardian. And remove, generally, if you still have 5 strikes in your deck, is definitely also a positive. It's definitely also a positive thing, for sure. It's not even that expensive. Yeah? The flower for 137, okay. I mean, that's actually quite pricey. With the usually flowers around 250, but in this shop it would be 170. What do you mean with 170? Well, it's like with the it's 137. It's expensive. It's like 170. I mean, I would just take the flower, but I guess we cannot. I mean, what? Okay, what kind of enemy is killing us if you draw bad? Is there some? Yeah, I mean, just a gremlin horde or something is already bad enough, right? Is it? No, we have gremlin horn. It's only single target enemies. What is really wrecking us? A slaver? Depends on the draw. But slaver attacks, for example, for 13, we draw 1 block and 4 attacks, we die. That's pretty much how it works. So we definitely have a we definitely would have a Risk of Ruin if he faces slaver. Slaver with slime. Also, we do not need to. We do not need to write or call the devil, but yeah. The fire potion is better than the energy for sure. The fire potion is actually a legit potion. Let's buy the legit potion. What about this Metallicise? Metallicise. Ich will nicht jetzt ein Metallicise bauen. Dann. Ich could buy the Metallicise. Wenn ich das mache, kann ich gleich nach Hause gehen. Okay, ich bin schon zu Hause. Scheiße. Okay. I have exactly enough money for the anger. I can tell you what we do. We kill one, and the next thing, we kill one, we block. The next thing I will encounter is that I will find a potion. I can already feel it. Good thing we bought the potions. What? Nee, überhaupt nicht. Das ist doch eine gute Hand. What do you mean good thing? We kill this one and we block, we take 2. I mean, we are not wasting a potion here, do we? No way. Never. No, this is exactly not what we wanted. Like, that's exactly when we don't... Like, here I would definitely like to have bought the flower. But, I mean, I'm not a freaking farseer. So, that's the problem. And then we have this on 20. Also kill. We have 3 energy, Lifecoach. Wait a second. Wait, bear with me a second. Look at this beauty. Okay. No potion, please. Better than Forge for Guardian, I will take it for Forge, yeah. At least we got a better potion. At least we got a better potion. We just solved the Guardian. No, what do you mean? I mean, Inflame and Angers do solve the Guardian. I'm just saying. I don't think that... Yeah, uppercut seems good. Yeah, let's take the uppercut, yeah. Against an upright seems to be good. And no, I'm not taking the burning. Okay. We got a good thing going here. We have fire potion for reach. We have a good thing going here. That was an expensive fire potion. No, that fire potion wasn't that expensive. That was fine. Yeah, I mean, Cultist is against... yeah. We use the Cultist against the Guardian. So we have fire potion against the knob for reach. Yeah. Good news, we can take the 8. Yeah. Next turn we have uppercut for 22 damage. So we need to strike. Oh. Good stuff that we have so much life that we can just always face tank, guys. Okay, so let's put this fire potion to use. Yeah, we got a block potion. That's good, actually. Hey, Art of War, is it good? Nah, I don't know. Okay. Mann, scheiße, Mann. Das ist so ein Drecksrun, Mann. Ich bin so am Knapseln. Yeah, we need a Flame Barrier against the Guardian. I'm pretty sure. We need a strike. Which strike? This garbage. No, please not. This is great against the Guardian. This is great against the Guardian in coordination with Art of War. This is great against the Guardian. This is great in general. This is also great in Act 2. I mean, not great, but it's okay. Doesn't fall off. Why? Because even against the heart is utilizable. It's great if he picks Neko. It's okay. Absolutely. Sure. Let's take that. Yeah. Absolutely. What? Achso. Achso, against the knob. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, also against the hallway fight. Also great. Was ist denn jetzt schon? Ey, das verarsche ich, dieser Scheiß, Mann. Ey, das gibt es nicht. Das gibt es nicht, Mann. Oh, Flame Arrow Twin Strike on the back, oder? Hallway Fight, ja. Hallway Fight, right? I mean, was ist das überhaupt in meinem Leben? Geld oder Leben, oder was hier? Was ist hier? Ja, hier, now we found 2 potions. Flame Barrier Twin Strike, oder? 22. Und dann... Let's do that. So happy about the Flame Barrier now. Yeah. I do this because the Spike Slime is more aggressive currently still. Not more aggressive, sorry. What I wanted to say is the damage output of the Spike Slime is higher than of the Jawworm. And sometimes we can kill the Spike Slime, but we cannot kill the Jawworm. Oof, you say. No, we are only taking 2 here. What do you mean, Oof? That's great. That's great. We only take 2. That was a very good result. Yeah. We draw 2 cards here. And we drew 2 times complete crap. Wow. Yeah, okay. I was actually assuming that we might be able to draw, you know... Naja, whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, okay. So... What? You want to use the potion, really? What is our potion drop? 40%. And now you want the block potion for 7. And you don't think that's like stupid to use? I mean, I mean for 7, I mean a block potion, I mean can block also for 12, right? At least that's what I heard. What would you say if I would tell you that the block potion might even be 12 in this fight still? No potion, no potion, no potion, no potion. Nein. I cannot take it any longer. Yeah, punished. Genau. I got punished. That's pretty much. Yeah. No, that it makes absolute sense, man. I got absolutely punished here. Yeah. Hey, the train leaves at 3 p.m. When do you get to the train station? At 3 p.m. Wait, what? The train doesn't leave at 3 p.m. because there was some accident and now the train comes at 5 p.m.? Punished! Man, oh man. Yeah, you probably got punished. Okay, so... Clash garbage, Wild Strike garbage, Headbutt. You know what punishes us? If you use the potion, then the Jovem kills you. Why? Because you used the potion for 7 and not for 12. You understand? You had the risk of ruin in that fight. Yeah. He attacks you for 12, you use the potion, and you didn't draw block, and you cannot kill the Jovem, you die. What's up here? Headbutt. Headbutt is especially weird with the Art of War, right? Okay, guys. I could see us resting. No, should... Ey, ich muss mal hier ein bisschen mein Gehirn sortieren. So, if we do not rest against the Guardian, they'll remember to not take Headbutt. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, usually Headbutt is a desperation call. So, usually exactly in these situations, we should think about it, right? In a situation where we have the feeling that we might not be good enough if we don't take that now or whatever. Yeah, maybe we start with the rest. So, you're saying resting, yeah, because you're saying that in the split turns we take too much heat, yeah. We might take too much heat in a split turn, then we use a block, and then we just die if we don't. Yeah, resting is probably correct. What upside it works with Horn? The Headbutt works with Horn. Yeah, a little bit, but also not really, right? With the Ink Bottle, okay, I can hear that. I mean, I wouldn't even call the Headbutt that you draw immediately. Is it really like the key, you know? Drawing something you put on top immediately? Like, what would that be, you know? It's a little bit tough. I mean, for me, it's rather about setting up the next turn. And are we benefiting from setting up next turns with the Headbutt? And the answer is probably no, right? I mean, I don't think so. Yeah. I don't think so. I think one big reason for headbutts are side quests, and that's about it. So... What the extra week from uppercut could save more than resting. Oh, we already have also some max HP, so 24. Okay, so skip. Into no Essence of Steel because block is better. Into resting to not have risk of ruin. Into fight. Into cultist because best fight for cultist ever. Into not activating in bottle. Into uppercut. Cool. I could have turn 1, played a block in order to draw 1 card. That was the only play I could have done. But if I would have done that, it would have meant that you would have drawn 1 card. And if that would have been the attack I would have liked to play this turn, that would have been bad. Or if it would have been in flame, it would have been bad. If we would have drawn 1 anger, we would be fine now. But we didn't. So I'm pretty certain that it's pretty cool that we... Okay guys, just for the notes, I mean, okay. We went here, blah blah blah, bloop bloop bloop, blip blip bloop bloop bloop, bloop bloop bloop, okay? So, bloop. Max damage taken, infinite. Okay, here. We rested. Which I usually never do. If we would have not rested, we would have just died here. So instead we went to like a single digit here. We went here, we gone here, single digit again. We bought a lot of potions, we went here, stayed single digits, despite buying only front load. Went here, single digit again. Went here, single digit. And that's all like with only going for front load always. Now we rest, and otherwise we would be dead now. It's so interesting. I don't know. There's no play, right? I mean, I can block here. And if I want, I can use that for 12. And we are currently on 11. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you would have upgraded the uppercut, we would have now been able to inflict 2 vulnerable, 2 weakness. But would have been dead. So that's something like many people do, right? Suddenly Guardian, they don't take him seriously, and bam, die Klatsche des Todes. Du bist tot. Okay, so, good. 38 minus 27 is 11. My question is, do you think that we will need this during that fight or not? Do you think that or not? Or do you think that we will take chip damage in a way that we will be forced to use that for less HP? You like, say, draining the opponent for a safe fight. Does block potion ever get any better? Yeah, if you don't need it. If you don't need it, it would be better. But since we are in this run only like consuming anyways already, might as well do this, right? I don't know. I don't want to take the debuff, but I also don't want to duplicate the angers, I think. Not if it's not dealing any damage. The anger for the ink for 9. So uppercut block. Block. Uppercut block means we take 6 for weakness into next turn, which is 4. Is it 4? Yeah, it's always 4 because flame. I mean, if flame barrier block, it's not 4. Block into Art of War. Yeah, exactly. I like that too. Yeah, Flame Barrier defend next turn. Or even double Flame Barrier, honestly. Could also play Anger to not draw the strike, but then it's in the shuffle. So maybe just not do that at all. We already deal 32 back and we should like to delay that as much as possible, everything. Feed him with flames. Feeding with flames. What? If you let him block and I draw 5 blocks, what happens then? Yeah, then I probably smash my PC and I'm out. But, I mean... Okay, so... 13. 5 blocks. The likelihood of that is... Yeah. Nothing. It actually is non-existent. No PC smashing. Yeah, schon. Honestly, we could also activate with these draws. I mean, this is all the block of the next 2 turns. Hike smash. Yeah, the hike smashes, guys. That's right. No. We are not living in your fantasies here. I just see that we have a very good blocking game going on there in the next 2. Seems very legit too, you know. It seems very legit here. I mean, my wife also with this no smashing. I mean, if you would know how often she smashed the keyboard because she played an attack into the Guardian to kill him and the Guardian retaliated by killing her. But yeah, ich will ja hier nicht auf den Nähkästchen, like, but just saying. So, Flame Barrier defend. Okay, so yeah, defend. Uppercut was possible. Next time we always take 20, but we also have... Oh yeah, the card draw will prove extremely valuable. And of course 11. Okay. Also we do not die, that's already pretty good. I could have killed this guy? Nah, not really, right? Nah, not really. 20. And you rotate 16 back. One. Sure. And not a potion. Du Drecksprogramm, Mann. Du kleines Mann, ey. Ich meine, I usually do not like offend or like be offensive towards the freaking program, but hey. I mean, come on. Throw me a bone. Something. Is like Snecko, like can Snecko save us? No, because we have double anger, -2, -1, break even, +1, +2, +3. Yeah, sure, why not? I made it through this act. somehow survived act 1. Yeah, it's true. Just barely. Bad for a crap. Okay. Pyramid or Coffee Dripper? It's never the other trash. Coffee Dripper feels okay. Pyramid also feels okay, or what? Nah. Pyramid and we just die, right? I mean, Pyramid out of war is something, but something doesn't mean a lot. It just means it's something. Ink Bottle is rather speaking against the Pyramid. We have nothing where we actually can say, oh, that's really, really good if you keep it with a pyramid, right? I mean, there are some blocks, but I don't know. Somehow I feel that if you take the pyramid, we might just die. Or do you think the pyramid makes us stronger? Also, okay. First of all, I think the coffee dripper makes us better than the pyramid now. Is it true, or is it wrong? No. I think the pyramid is better in the late game, but currently I wouldn't see it. I would think that... I mean, okay, why did we get so trashed? What was the reason for that? Yeah, because this relic doesn't play. This relic plays a multi-fight, so it does play. But this relic doesn't play that great. This doesn't play, and this doesn't play. So our relics are really crippling us. Potions and life is low, but I mean, that's usually not relevant if you do not use a potion in a fight, which has to be something. The anger is normal, right? I mean, this is... there are some bad attacks, you know? We have some bad attacks. I mean, these are all not great. This not being upgraded is also not great, you know? This not being upgraded is also not that great. I mean, we also just got it, to be fair. This not that great. These are also okay, you know? But there's nothing where we really say, oh, this is exciting. With this, we can really do something, you know? With all these expensive, I don't think the pyramid is in order. And the coffee dripper is good anyways, honestly. Yeah. Coffee dripper is good. Coffee dripper is way better. You have draw now and you will have draw later. Yeah, but pyramid is really strong on the Ironclad. It's really good that you can play your stuff when you need it. I'm usually a big pyramid fan. Even on 3 energy, not a problem. But, yeah. Yeah, and once his first bad luck took the 20 for nothing against Lagavulin and it snowballed in the forced rests. Absolutely. We did need to make a forced rest, and that messed with us all the time. Because if we would have been able to upgrade that, we would have not taken... Yeah, we would have taken probably 10 less on the pathway, right? And then we could have maybe even saved a second upgrade. We might be stronger than we think. Oh, really? You mean now with the coffee dripper, maybe, yeah. Because the coffee dripper is basically energy for free. And this is not like any kind of... wie sagt er, ja, nee, das ist auch nicht irgendwie safe like lying at ourselves. I think it's just like true. It's facts. Coffee dripper is just like insane. And there's not an no irony there. Okay. So, fire before elite fight would be important. We have that if we go here. And then we have some question marks. I love question marks in this act. And optional shop into optional question mark I also love. I would like to skip an elite for that. It's not a problem. I can see question mark shop, question mark fire. Upgrade emulate elite. Question mark elite. I don't know. Let's do that. Let's do that. Hmm. 31. Base 16, base 21, base 13, but also vulnerable and weakness. Weakness. One vulnerable. So this 31 is 52. Tiny chest value. True. 23, 31. 8 more for a burn. 50, 50, 52. 52 and this would be 31, 20. 12 more for one vulnerable. Ist nicht so gut. 53 and strikes are 27. I'm so confused. Something tells me emulate, but difference 12. I think emulate might be slightly better. We get the burn, but chance. Hey, oh my god, is that bad? Ja, schon im Flame, oder? Ja, schon. Yeah, let's throw the curse at her. You will be cursed! Come on. At least that wasn't the burn. I mean, I don't know. Bam, burn. Okay. We can take 1 for setting up ink bottle. For setting up a little bit of ink bottle, so never mind. Alright, power through. Yes, I take that. It's block. It's good block. It enables second bit. Hey, let's just take it. Yeah, the first question mark. Amazing. Exactly what you needed. Okay, this is 16 and this is 15, but double artifact strip. It's hard to believe that this is worse, right? I mean, 1 for 2 artifact strip. I mean, I can see that sometimes it's worse, but usually it should be better. Flameberry Emulate is what I see. And then Power Through, yes. This is not... Never Potion. Potion. True that. 45. Power Through, that's why we picked you. Ich spiele auch so. Oh. Naja. -8. Yes. In a run where I should actually not do that. Yeah. I mean, the order was okay if I would have just played the anger, you know. Or spot weakness for the night. We should have checked our draw. Yeah. Should have. Medikit with the power through, right? Yeah. That's it, right? Power potion can be bought. If, I mean, cleric sucks, right? A cleric we cannot encounter. Power potion just because I do not even want to go to the shop, right? If possible. I mean, I don't know. I'm already on the buying train, so let's buy. So, power potion. Power potion would be something I would rather like to have in a longer fight. And this fight I could see a colorless potion because of the bomb as well. Magnetism is probably good, right? So against the bird we have Flame Barrier. Throws 24 back. I don't want to also use the other potion, correct? So now if it throws 24 back is 6. And this is Emulate, so... Mind Blast for 12. This is 5. Okay, this draws, so let's... There are a lot of things which draw. Let's... I don't know. We can draw this power through, for example. Okay, let's... so confused. Do I even want to block? What Mind was is perfect lethal on the bird. Now we do that with Emulate. Bash Emulate. Yeah. I mean, then I could have played the anger delayed, but I was not exactly sure. But it's probably correct, right? Because the block is also so weird. Yeah, no, I can see that. We can even... Yeah, okay, no, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I get horn value. And we are now 41 and we need to deal the 41. So, how do we deal the 41? By attacking now, right? Or do we block and can still deal the 41? If we block in the 41... No, I think I take the... I think I take the 41. Also... I think I like to play it safe for us. Yeah, John. I think the only thing which really wrecks us here if we block the 5 and then we don't have a clean kill or some nonsense. Because this will be heavy attack. She will attack heavy. And I don't want to get like randomly heavy attacks and then garbage. Scrap, right? I cannot believe that Inflame is still good enough. Not after already having one. Right. Okay, so that removes a strike. Not bad? No, it's not that bad. It's okay. Could have definitely been worse. Upgrade Immolate is clear. Oh yeah, we have Gremlin Horn against... Oh, this is so good. The Gremlin Horn is really, really good against this. Naja, Immolate next turn, ne? Also, insofern. Boom! Bye, bye, jetzt geht's ab, Mann. Weg da, aus dem Weg. Aus dem freaking Wake. Okay. Now we show them. Now we freaking show them. Preserved Insect. Flex Potion. Ja, okay, okay. Also Preserved Insect is good for here, for these, for X3 elites, and then Spire Shield, Spare Spear. Flex Potion, okay, now Potion now. Feel No Pain is good with Medikit. Yeah, Feel No Pain Medikit, right? Yeah. How good is it, really? It's also okay for late game, right? Orichalcum. That's bad with Feel No Pain. It's bad whenever we want to play block. Take the key, right? Or do you think Orichalcum is good enough? Hard to believe, right? Very hard to believe. Whenever we play the things... Nee, glaube ich nicht, ja. Glaube ich nicht, ja. I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe rather the... Oh, jetzt macht mich nicht fertig. Hey. God, this run, man! I don't have aggressions, I have freaking aggressions, man. This run is so trash, man. Das gibt es doch nicht. Hey, it's like, I mean, I don't want to come with conspiracy theories, yeah? But maybe the Spire programmers, they realize how much fun we have. And then they put like, look at this, like, is it the 1st of April? No, it's not the 1st of April. But maybe we can put some spice in here. And then we watch the stream. Then we watch the stream. Okay. No, actually it goes with the theme, with the angers, right? Okay. So, the bites. Honestly now. Should we take them? Should we take, honest question, right? Because we are not losing real HP if we take them. And it's, no. It's very close, I mean, it goes with the coffee dripper. But the next remove, do we go to the shop? It depends on this question mark. Maybe yes, maybe not. And then we go here. And then we go here. Yeah, Bogus says to counteract the coffee dripper. The problem, I would not even hesitate a single second if it wouldn't be like about only 3 strikes, you know. I mean, we only have 3 strikes, right? So, for me, if it would tell me, trade these against bites and lose 25 max HP, right? Going to whatever, 57. I would just do that. Trading these 3 against bites. Because I would know that whenever I draw a strike, and whenever I would eventually play it, because I do raw anger or some crap, and because I have a lot of energy because of the coffee dripper, I will not only deal a little bit more damage, but I will also receive some life. Some HP. For mitigation purposes, right? Now, that is that. But now we also add 2 additional bites. So now it reads, whenever you would draw something different, well, you also draw a bite. And that's where it's not funny at all. Yeah. And also the removes on the strikes are really potent. Why? Because we have Art of War, so sometimes if we block in full, we also receive extra. The strikes are complete crap with the angers, honestly. So I think I don't take them. I don't want additional bites in my deck, right? Do we? Yeah. It seems weird to me, the bites. Yeah. Every card we've picked is better than bite. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's standard. Bites are not the top tier. Yeah. I mean, now with the insect, I think we also lose less life in elite fights. Yeah, you don't add 82 cards. I also don't want to add extra cards. We don't lose HP now. We go here. Probably irrelevant because we also have had also for those fights in question marks. We go here, we go here. And now we have a little bit bite up power. How much are the bite up powers? 4 per fight? 200 gold. So... we go here. Ey, das ist echt so ein Seed, Mann. Yeah, I think I'm also taking the bites a little bit because of Darkstone Parry Up. Max HP is much less important. Okay, with the coffee dripper, okay? Bites are much more important with the coffee dripper. Why? Because you do not have healing for rest side. So if you would get trashed, you do not get trashed because you can bite or yourself up. But if you would get trashed without bites, you cannot rest, you will get trashed. Number 1. But number 2, max HP is positive if you can rest, because then you rest much more because you have a lot of max HP. Now much less with the coffee dripper, because if you have the coffee dripper, well, you cannot do that. So What right pass or left pass after the next lead is irrelevant, rare. Okay, cool. What if you find apparitions? Right. Obtain a special relic, strength, or transform 2 strikes. Transform 2 strikes, yeah. It's probably remove 2 is like probably 200 gold. And 3 strengths turn 1 is not 200, you say? Why not? Yeah, no shop, oder? We have also two potions in there. Okay. Power potion for the knight. Great. Flex potion and preserved insect for the elite fight. Great. Tiny chest value. Yeah, tiny chest value. Yeah, and we also have the courier for future shops. We also have the courier for future shops. And there are also apparitions. Now apparitions, let's see. Apparitions, coffee dripper. That's because max HP much less important for coffee dripper, much less investment with this. We also have the Darkstone Periap, so also for that. We do not really lose real HP, so that's also maximally for this. What else? I just take them, right? I'm not saying they are that great, but they are better than not taking them. We also have Feel No Pain Apparition. So Feel No Pain Apparition also blocks it and such. We can also block them with this. Okay, Whirlwind and Iron Wave, how are they? Not really good. Let's take the apparitions, it's fine. Maybe we get somewhere. I don't know. Apparition. Uppercut Anger or what? And then we have Whirlwind and we also have the other. Yeah, Whirlwind halt. Defend Whirlwind, but I don't think so. This. It's Immolate and also Apparition. We also can Feel No Pain powers through Wound. Draw card attack. Yeah, we had guaranteed Immolate, but whatever. Doesn't matter too much. Browser scales. Complete crap. Dexterity potion over flex against knight. I was thinking spot weakness against the knight, but I don't know. I mean, that being said, we also have angers against the knight, so they are also not that bad. And we are with the Inflame, we also start with at least a little bit of strength. And we have uppercut for weakness vulnerable. I don't know. It's weird, right? I was thinking that the spot weakness could help to solve the knight. But you think skip? The Burning Pact is not something which appeals to you? I think the Burning Pact also Feel No Pain, Burning Pact with 4 energy. I think Burning Pact, because you have Medikit and only 1 strike. Oh, we even have Medikit powers through Feel No Pain, right? So Medikit powers through Immolate Feel No Pain. That's also interesting. So I'm a little bit in regret with the spot weakness. What did I pick over spot weakness? Oh, something, I don't know. I mean, whatever. So I don't have a great target for it. Well, the thing is, I think Strike is a good target. Twin Strike is a good target. Whirlwind is a good target. Defense, base defense are good targets. Anger partly. Yeah, I think generally it's okay. I wouldn't like to pass it. Flex potion here is can be okay. We can either proc the knight with a flex potion or we can use dexterity. And the dexterity against the knight is also not. I would rather like to have the burst, right? With the burst, how much is it against the knight, the burst? It's probably a lot, right? I mean, a lot is not a lot, but for 4, 5, 6 instance, 45 damage probably. It's more important than the freaking dexterity potion. Yeah. So you rely on the power potion, or am I too scared about the fight? No, I definitely use the freaking power potion, of course. Of course I use that. Yeah. This and Pommel. So. I wouldn't mind this Havoc. It's green, yeah, right? Yeah. There's also exhaust for feel no pain. What is the best upgrade we can do? Apparition would be against the knight, maybe. We can apparition 66 against the knight. We can actually do that, yeah. I like that. Uppercut, no apparition, man. Warum denn Uppercut? Apparition, hallo. The knight, 66 in your face. 66 in your face, no worries there, right? Who cares about that? What are we? And if you get copy on apparition? What do you do if you get copy on apparition? Copy on apparition, then also good. Yeah, apparition, and we can exhaust a lot of our deck with Burning Pact to stall. Yeah, exactly. And then we try to find a way to set it up that apparition is that we draw apparition the turn where he hits us big, right? Can we do that or not? It will be difficult. We will need to proc him, and then we will need to draw. Maybe we can boil the deck down enough in order to draw apparition every turn. Can we do that? With the Burning Pact and Fear No Pain? Or let's ask different. If we do not do the apparition thing, do you think that we will be able to block anyways with the power through, for example? Power through being 21 block. Oh, that looked like a good plan. No way. Yeah, I also don't think that will work. So we have two options. We can either burst the knight down in 2. If we can burst the knight down in 2, we should probably do something like an uppercut. Because that will guarantee permanent vulnerable and permanent weakness. So I'm just wondering, how much is that? I think what we can set up is that we have a vulnerable turn where we draw definitely a lot of attacks. We can assure that with Burning Pact. So the lot of attacks would be Tin Strike and Pommel Strike. Currently 2 strength. So this would be 20 damage. And Pommel Strike will be, yeah, whatever, 15. So that's like 35. And we can combine that with, yeah, let's say 2 times 70. And then we can combine this with a little bit of anger. So 70 and every anger is 12, 3 angers. So let's make it 100 tops. And then Flex Potion, let's make it 130, 140. So, okay, that's not enough. I can promise you that much. And with the Apparition, we could be able to block the big... I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can tank the big hit. We have 40 HP. We have Power Through and we can exhaust. We can maybe even tank one time. It's not completely out of the question, the one-time tank. Yeah. Because we also don't lose that much life if you have permanent weakness and we can block over all the time. Also, I feel no pain. No, we can probably do that. I also like the permanent vulnerable. Ja, scheiße. I guess, you like Embrace? Yeah, because Embrace draws you a card, and you're saying a card draw is better than 3 block. Yeah. I could see that. It doesn't only allow us to play, what allows to play emulates? What do you mean emulates? Now it just is better because we can also just draw more. Yeah. Not only about emulates. Yeah. Well, embrace Medikit Anger Spam. Embrace Medikit Anger Spam. Yeah, yeah. Probably. That will probably how it will be. Yeah, it's true. This will be how it will look like, yeah. Yeah, not the best probably. So what's my question? Do we like to have more angers in our deck or not? That's probably my question, yeah. So if you draw a hand with full of angers, it's at 12 damage each. And is that good or not? 12 damage each. 5 cards, 60 damage. Doesn't seem very good to me. So we'd rather would not like to do that. Not yet, yeah. I think so too. About this Havoc. It's weird, right? Because sometimes we... Oh, actually with the Havoc, we will be able to draw more cards as well. That's also pretty cool. Interesting. But what we do not want to exhaust is the Power Through, right? Power Through is block and card draw. We don't want to exhaust the uppercut. Yeah. So rather playing it a little bit lowball with the Burning Pact. On the defense, right? The defense just sucks. Yeah, I think the defense are not getting us anywhere, honestly. So the Power Through, you say, is just way too good to be exhausted, or... I mean, currently we also don't have any, you know, utility by doing that. So I could also see just not doing it. Art of War still there. Yeah. good was nothing. So inflame. Oh my god, that was bad. No, actually it's okay. I just play power through, exhaust, right? To shuffle, to initiate shuffle. And then I have burning pact, yeah, that's good. You think we want to exhaust enough to do power through over and over? Yeah, absolutely. So strike is no, right? I mean, we don't need. I mean, strike is like the worst. Like, don't want strikes, right? Yeah. But you think that we are able to exhaust quickly enough, yeah? Or you wonder about that? But yeah, I guess the Havoc is just positive if you do that. So you can stack up wounds to later exhaust and draw cards. Yeah, but I want to also draw the cards now. Havoc, for example, would be good. But I hear you. What you're saying is I could rack it up for blocking purposes. But I really want this Havoc now. Havoc, Anger, Havoc, Flame Barrier. No. Eh. The Havoc Flame Barrier would be good. Havoc, Anger, doesn't matter. But yeah. We want to exhaust first and then do that. Yeah, I mean, if you redraw the wounds, it also sucks because why we don't want that. Yeah, exactly. At which point do we want to start with the Angers, by the way? Oh yeah, at the point where we exhausted the crap out of our deck, right? Yeah, there will be a point where we exhausted the crap out of our deck. What is the crap? What is the crap? And what do we actually exhaust? Sometimes with Havoc, but if we do not have Havoc, we only exhaust with Burning Pact. If you exhaust down to power through, it's like 90 block per turn. You mean power through, wound power? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We can actually block with power through. Yeah. I like that. Okay, we just took damage. Wahnsinn. Yeah. Also we can actually take a rather look at what we exhaust. But I mean, any of these things we want to exhaust, right? So we just exhausted Twin Strike, that's legit. Any exhaust was positive. Pommel Strike, Uppercut. Yeah, I mean, we already deal enough damage with like the stuff we do in between, so there's that. That being said, he also will become stronger. We need to pay a little bit attention to that. Anger, Uppercut, Immolate. These are all cards we want to exhaust. So, I mean, of course we can play Power Through and exhaust first to see what we really exhaust. Because Uppercut Plus is not a must in the exhaust. Anger doesn't exhaust. So, yeah, that's a little bit sad. Let's scout. Oh, scouting costs energy. Fine. Okay, Uppercut and Anger. So now the question is, do we actually want to exhaust Uppercut in average? So do we want that or don't we want that? Exhausting Uppercut in average seems to be not very clever, right? We don't want extra anger draws. Yeah, if you do the anger, you do not receive extra anger draws. But yeah. Ey. Ey, Mann, ey, ich exhaust doch schon den Scheiß runter, Mann. Was ist denn das? Ich exhaust den Dreck doch schon voll runter. Warum taken wir noch Damage hier? Ich bin doch schon voll am Exhausten, Mann. Okay, so Power Through wants to be in the... No. What, damn, it looks like we don't have the damage. What are you talking about, man? Also, you see that currently we have other concerns. Oh man. What? Play Power Through so you just put 2 wounds in the draw pile? Why would I do that? I mean, now you mean... I was thinking about that, but... What is... about the Havoc here? Because Havoc currently... Oh, if it hits Burning Pact it's not good, if it hits this is not good. This would be good, this would be so-so. I think we should have probably exhausted Uppercut. I don't know. Immolate is a good exhaust, Flame Barrier is a good exhaust. Yeah, the alternate play would be Power Through and then Pommel Strike. I could also see that. Oh, you're saying then these are not in the dude, right? But this is always Power Through draw, so... I don't know with the wounds, honestly. Yeah. So, what is that? Flame Barrier. So, Flame Barrier is also always block. So, it basically means we can probably just play the wound and then... okay, or you want the block rather. I don't know. I'm slightly confused here. Yeah, I'm slightly confused. But yeah. So... do we want Power Through in the shuffle or not? Yeah, why not? Right? So, let's play Power Through for the shuffle and Burning Pact. Burning Pact on Bash, because it's just good. And then Power Through. Okay, now we have... No, I mean now it's also bad because of Havoc, right? Havoc wound sucks, yeah. I don't know. Weird. Uppercut, is it positive or negative? That's okay because Havoc sucks. Yeah. I mean, the problem is that we redraw these garbage wounds. I do not even want to redraw them. Actually, the best would be to receive a shuffle here, right? Shuffle +1 or what? Into Burning Pact. No energy though. Huh. I don't even want this crap in... Okay, but we also need something... What? Burning Pact. I don't know. Oh, he buffs his strength again. Oh my god, hey. So what do we even Burning Pact? I mean, Burning Pact Anger... Das kann's doch nicht sein! Hey, oh! Das ist so ein... We're getting freaking farmed here. Was ist denn hier die Idee? You don't even see the game plan. Ja, the garbage with the wounds and garbage. Das ist auch wieder volle Drecksplan. Wieder irgendwie entsprungen aus irgendeiner Ingeniosity. Like Nonsense Ingeniosity. So, was ist denn hier? Also, if we block, was ist denn überhaupt der Plan? Ja, was ist denn überhaupt der Plan? Ja, da ist überhaupt gar kein Plan. Das ist einfach wieder so ein Bullshit-Crap, ja. Hier, don't play the Havoc, don't play the Havoc. Ja, und das ist jetzt hier der Scheiß hier, ja. Hey, immer derselbe Dreck, ja, wirklich. Ja, und dann auf einmal, look at this, how could that happen? Ja, hey, Scheiße, das war dumm. War dumm war das. And now he's buffing up. Now we can never block, yeah? There's so much I can tell you already. Next turn is no weakness or what? So we should rather push a little bit damage here or what? Also mit der Wunde, wie soll ich die exhausten, damit ich halt mehr... I mean, this is also would be better if this would not be there. And does he inflict weakness again? Probably. Okay, achso, ja, das kann ich noch spielen, genau. Next one is 24 and weakness? No. This is without weakness, I guess. So these are all key pieces, right? And this is no weakness infliction or what? Vielleicht ist es Weakness Infliction. Normalerweise ist es jetzt nicht. This is vulnerable. But yeah, it's not always the weakness, right? So, if you bring him to 230 now, that would probably be a good idea. Okay, this we can Burning Pact. That's really important that we Burning Pact this crap. Burn has to be exhausted. The uppercut is important, but we also need to block in. We can do that with the wounds. There is power through in that deck, so we need to exhaust until power through comes through. We can then use that for the wounds, but we can also Havoc then. Do we want to Havoc? Havoc, Pommel Strike. I'm not even sure whether that's good, honestly. If we play power through, we draw another card though. So uppercut is important. It also appears that what Havoc can be Pommel Strike. Infinite. Which infinite? Nine. We probably go to bring him now. We need to bring him low. Havoc probably, yeah. Power through probably. Power through. I don't know. Probably Havoc, yeah. To shuffle. Here. 233. 221. There is nothing which deals damage. Doch, Thorns. Okay. So. Yeah, here we go. Now it's weakness. That's a little bit sad. Because that means 2 turns of weakness now. Which means... not good. Havoc uppercut. Uppercut alone is 19. So it will be -5, it will be 225, he hits one time. Also if we do this now... Also we can farm him now down, but then we have the next 2 turns weakness. And that's like 1 turn of weakness, where we would like to deal a lot of damage, and then it's another turn of weakness where we would like to deal a lot of damage. So it gives us exactly the 2 turns of weakness when we don't want to do that, right? So if we wait here, and next draw is uppercut, Havoc. Maybe we should just go for it. I mean, this is a good turn to go off, I feel, yeah. We will deal a lot of damage. We will deal a lot of damage while going off now. I also don't think that we can stall any longer. So, and yes, we should do that with the flex potion, of course, yeah. Yeah. So... power through is just card draw. Burning Pact is also card draw. So power through for card draw. Havoc can exhaust uppercut. I think that is indeed in order. Uppercut here. He will be angry. We need to do it within these 2 turns anyways. So there's literally no reason to keep the uppercut really. No, literally no reason. So let's do this, yes, burning pact this, sure. Anger, anger, anger. Power through, exhaust, anger, exhaust, anger. Yeah. Like this. Anger, Havoc, anger, 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 broken record. Okay, cool. Yeah, no potion. We are. Ooh. Ooh. Oh mein Gott. Hey, also wir... Ich meine, I mean... Oh mein Gott. Ah, this run, guys. I don't get a break, do I? I don't get like a respite. Patience is a virtue. Yeah, yeah. We are angry. We are freaking angry, guys. So, what would you like to have? No break, no break, no. This is a freaking cursed run, guys. So, we have limit break. That's crap. We have berserk. Horrible. Leaves brutality. Yeah. Coffee break. Yeah, no time for that crap. No! 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 Nine! Hammer time! We already have the freaking coffee dripper. If you take the hammer, what do you think we do on rest places? Dead fires? Not the best idea. You want to avoid fires? There is a freaking Spire Elite. Ja, ich glaube, ja. Ich nehme gerne einen Kaffee. Ja. Okay. What Lifecoach came to the roast too? Yeah, she's roasting me the coffee. That is completely true. But yes, she was very happy that we anchored down the night. It's true. So, no, I'm taking the Fusion Hammer and I just hope that the Burning Elite is not on the way of rest places, correct? That's just how we do it. Burning Elite and hope it's not on the way on the rest places. Okay? I mean, if tiny house... You don't want the tiny house, right? Because you're not stupid. At least that's what I think. So... Right? We are not getting potions anyways. No, I got that. And the And the fusion hammer, guys. You can spend 5 energy a turn easily? No. You mean because +1 card draw? And eventually +2 card draw? But the turn where you draw this, you don't have the extra card draw? Burning Elite is here. So this is must. This is must. This is must. I want to avoid the fire. So I don't want to go here. This is must. We can avoid the fire. This? Question marks is better than normals, yeah? We need some real card draw? Yeah, we can. Question mark is just like chest and then some event, but also curses can play better. Scary path. No, why is it scary? I do not see this path being scary. I see ourselves going to max HP. That's all what I currently see. Several Soul Armament? No, no. Non-upgraded cards are not so good, I heard. Yeah, also with the energy we have Whirlwind, right? Obviously I take the energy. Yeah, with the Whirlwind it's kind of a no-brainer. Flame Barrier, 27. Green cards. A green card. Yeah, that's... Das ist so frech. Ah, Apparition just saved 50 life, man. That was pretty good. Oh yeah, that was not so good. Boah! Okay, gar kein Problem. Jetzt geht's ab. Bye bye, Mann. Die kleinen Fuckers. Okay. Yeah, we draw a card every time. We draw a card every time now. Jetzt geht's richtig ab. Ja, jetzt geht's richtig ab. Hier, komm mal hier. Give me the freaking card. Colorless Potion. Hey, upgraded cards would be really a blessing. What about this Pommel Strike? They're on 5 energy. Ja, die kleinen Würstchen, ohne Scheiß. What about the Pommel Strike? I don't really see it being that great. What do you think? We have never upgrade on that, yeah? With so much energy. Oh, but hey, we have 0 strength and I mean we have 2 strengths. It's like 11. We basically convert the energy into 11 damage. That's exactly what we do. That's it. Sometimes even breaking the Art of War. Vielen Dank. Oh, jetzt erstmal richtig geile Bananenshake-Make zum Aufmuntern. Oh, richtig lecker. Bananenshake, man. Bananenshake, man. Herrlich. Herrlichst. Herrlichste Lantern at 6 energy. That was exactly what I needed. Yes! Madnesses. Scheiße, Mann. Was ist das denn? Was machen wir denn jetzt? Ja, we don't take this crap, right? And no, I'm not taking the ride for the max HP. Wait, how many leads das? 1, 2, 3, 4 leads. Ja, super. Ja, wait a second. This pathing could have had like a lot of garbage fires. So how many garbage fires do you count? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0! Bam! Hyper mega choice. Double thumbs, triple thumbs, quad trouble, thumb up. What is elite? 4 elites with a burning elite. We wanted to max out elites with the preserved insect anyways. Love that a lot. Explore possible. Green cards are yesterday, right? Green cards are just yesterday. They are not just yesterday. Is it a paper straw? No, it's metal. Heavy metal. You see scaling? I'm really thinking about taking it here. Okay, Whirlwind. So, oder? Whirlwind, oder? Geht's ab, Whirlwind. Einfach rein, oder was? Nee, keine Ahnung. Ja oder nicht? Schon, oder? Nee? Schon, oder? Machen wir schon so. Im Flame, Pommel Strike. So, oder? Oh. Ja, gut Result, oder? Strike Dummy, ja! Ja! Strike Dummy! Yes! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Hey! Was ist denn das? So sind denn die upgraded Karten in dem Spire, Mann? Das geht's doch nicht, oder? I mean, even Twin Strike is better now with this Strike Dummy than this crap. I don't take this Sword Boomerang now. I don't do that. I don't do that, right? No! No! Right? Okay. Ich nehme das jetzt nicht. Ich habe auch noch ein Fünkchen Ehre in meinem Body hier. Ich nehme jetzt nicht den Scheiß. Nee, wirklich nicht. Okay. I mean, okay, with our energy, even Heavy Blade might be better than Sword Boomerang, honestly. With as much energy we have, even Heavy Blade is on par as the Sword Boomerang, not upgraded. Any upgraded of these three, like Twin Strike, Sword Boomerang, or Heavy Blade, is insanely much better, right? I don't know. And also the other thing, what was the other thing? Yeah, can also come upgrade any, but also Twin Strike is just better than Sword Boomerang. With the... I mean, okay, maybe beggars cannot be choosers, but... Or did you like to take it? Guys, das ist Garbage no, what? Willst du mich eigentlich verarschen? Willst du mich jetzt hier verarschen? Du machst mich jetzt nicht fertig. Hey, komm jetzt! Das gibt's doch nicht! Willst du mich doch verarschen? Du willst mich doch verarschen hier, komm. Mach keinen Scheiß jetzt. Nein, nein! I misclicked, fuck. I literally misclicked. No. I literally misclicked. Okay. Nein, that's okay. So, yeah, okay. It is what it is. Yeah. We will play this to an end. I just need to stop the time. 2.4 hours. Oh my god. Ah, scheiße, Mann. 2.4 hours, so 10.4. 2, 10.9, 11.3. Ach, this round was garbage anyways. But yeah, let's try anyway. We are dead, right? I can not say. Okay. Hey, das war so sad. Okay. So, right now you're dead without the misclick? No, we could have blocked, right? Truth to be told, I don't exactly know whether it's plus expected value to wave this run and save ourselves the energy. I mean, we might just, I mean, now we have the time, so we can really actually think about our situation exactly. We might have a better, no, maybe what? Definitely EV negative. You think so? You think like if the run is in average taking another at least an hour, probably rather more, because this is difficult, you know, and yeah, I don't know. Schon. What are our relics? Tiny chest is complete trash. Gremlin Horn will become complete trash. Yeah. Gremlin Horn will become complete trash. That's basically guaranteed. I could have played... Okay, no. Okay. Let's first think about what I could have played different if I would have actually taken a lot of time for every fight. So, I mean, let's just think the Snake Lady fight comes to my mind with the colorless potion. So, I used the colorless potion against the Snake Lady fight. Because I didn't want to get trashed. And why did I not want to get trashed? Well, because the Snake Lady is a dangerous adversary. And because we are not dealing like the infinite amount of damage. And because the wounds, we can exhaust them, but we still will draw them, right? So, But why? What are the reasons why the Snake Lady is not such a problem? Well, Immolate is amazingly strong against Snake Lady, and Whirlwind with a lot of energy is also very good against the Snake Lady. On top of that, obviously, we do have the Gremlin Horn, which is amazing against the Snake Lady. So, we could have considered not using the potion. But keep in mind that most of the colorless potion things are powers. And so, it doesn't work that we just like take a look at the next draw. And if the next draw is trash, that we then use the potion. That will usually not work. So, and the daggers give you 1 wound. So, I don't know. I mean, it was probably wrong. It was probably wrong. But then again, I was thinking maybe I burn a little bit of value and, you know, like, whatever, honestly. Because, I mean, maybe it might have not even been wrong. I don't even know, honestly. Yeah. But seeing this, I have to say, I would probably have rather liked the potion against the giant head. I mean, that being said, maybe the giant head we have Angers and Medikit? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I guess it's just bad. I think also against Nemesis we are not that great, but we do have the elite insect, so whatever. So let's take a look at our position. Tiny chest. It's really, really, really bad. Gremlin Horn is okay currently, but only okay and will be complete crap later. Ink Bottle is okay, but not really. Korea. Well, there's no shop here. So we will go to 500 gold and then we have a 600, 1700 gold shop. So it's okay, but also not really great. Out of 4, and really only okay. Out of 4, crap. Medikit is okay, but really not more than that. Preserved Insect is also okay. This is complete garbage. This is probably rather bad. This is probably rather bad. This is bad, right? So, I don't know. I mean, it's not good. And boss relic wise, we got 2 times energy. Now, the hammer comes with -1 upgrade in the last act. The other 2 we have extra energy. I mean, that's the only thing which is currently good. What does our deck say? Yeah, complete trash, trash, falls off, trash, trash because not upgraded. We could remove 4 strikes. Standard is probably at this point of the game 3, so that's slightly good. But I mean, for that we have a Twin Strike, which is trash again. Uppercut's okay. This is trash. Naja. Trash. The apparitions are break even because we also have so low max HP against apparitions. Average, complete trash. Not that great. I don't know. I mean, Power Throw and Havoc are the only thing which currently are doing anything. I mean, yeah, I mean, the misclick was still a little bit sad. I don't want to lose because of misclicks, but yeah. A demon pawn upgraded would save us here. I don't even know about that. But it's also not that important. I mean, misclicks do happen. Like, so be it. I mean, it's not that this fight is super trivial now. I mean, funnily enough, is still demanding. Havoc. Strike and block. Ja, klar. Okay. Scheiße. And now it gets okay or what? I mean, du willst mich verarschen, oder? Du willst mich verarschen. Jetzt gibt's die Upgraded Spot Weakness, ja? Jetzt gibt's echt die Upgraded da. Jetzt gibt's echt die Upgraded Spot Weakness, ja? I mean, that should usually be the end of the run here, right? A mummified hand is 4 powers, right? Mummified hand is like 4 energy. It's pretty silly. It's pretty silly how good that is. Yeah, Whirlwind doesn't make too much sense, honestly. Havoc 9. Ah, okay, never mind. Ha! Did you see that spot? Aha! Spotted the freaking weakness. The giant head we just. Oh wow! We spotted it twice. We exposed him so hard. We exposed him so hard. Poor dude. 40. He really wants to know it. He really wants to know it, guys. We will show him. We'll freaking show him. 15 block plus 12, 27. We will show him. What, that? No, was warum denn? Sure, like 80, but okay. We will spot him. Yeah, power through would be good. Nein, nein. Oh, hey. Muss man echt an meinem Mikro üben. Ich wollte es gar nicht machen. Ey, ich bin schon komplett. Vielleicht brauche ich mal ein Mittagsnäppchen. Maybe I need like a afternoon nap, man. My micro in the my Spire micro is not on point, man. Das gibt's ja gar nicht. Also 37. Das ist dumm. Okay, 3766, yeah. So 103, and this is 25. But this is not enough block, so we need to draw the solution. $17, $20, $29. That's not so good. Yeah, you think we are far away, right? But you realize we are very, very close here. We are very, very close. I mean, like 37 close, honestly. No? That run was something, man. I wasted hours of my playtime because of the gameplay. Frodo Sherry Feet enjoyed it. I also enjoyed it as well. I'm just wondering, so this giant head, we were really close to closure on the giant head. 37 and very close to killing it. Now, if the next enemy is a nemesis, what do we do? But we already saw that our damage output is lousy. So I assume with the amount of damage output we currently present, or we currently display against the nemesis, the damage would have been really lousy. And now the nemesis has two options: it can attack or it can give us burns. Yeah, burns basically do not cost us because of medikit, but they cost us kind of because of draw. But if you draw them, we also can block. So that's only half tragic. And if he, because of course we also have apparition, and if he attacks, we usually can block in with one of our blocks or apparitions, but sometimes, rarely, we cannot. Now if we cannot, we take damage to a point where I don't know, we might die, or we go low. Then he's intangible. Okay, either we can block. If he attacks for 45 or 33, we usually completely falter unless we apparitioned. Sure. And then I don't know, depending on when we draw our attacks, if he is intangible or not. He is only 150 HP, right? But maybe if it's max HP, then it's more problematic. And later he can attack, but we also of course can block with our exhaust burn stuff. Would be interesting. I don't think it... oh yeah, Dark Embrace we had. No, then it's not a problem. With Dark Embrace, Feel No Pain, Nemesis would have not been a problem. And then we have Snake Lady, and against Snake Lady I'm pretty certain with Dark Embrace, Feel No Pain, with the wounds, especially with the Gremlin Horn, we would have been able to handle the Snake Lady there. And then another elite, and I think this additional elite should have also usually not been a problem. So, yeah, because I don't know, like usually not. That being said, we also high rolled the giant head a little bit. We should usually not be able to kill the giant head with what we had. Okay, I mean, with the prayer we received another dead relic. That being said, so there's that. And then we will move into elite fights. What did we face? I don't even know. Did you even take a look at the boss? Or were we not concerned? I don't know. But yeah, what is to be said about the bosses? Are they problematic? Are they not problematic? Let's see, Dekka and Donu. The spot weaknesses are playing 100%. So we will definitely receive some strength scaling so that we go to 5 strengths. Our damage output was relatively low though. And if the damage output is low against Dekka and Donu, that's usually a problem. Because they will block in and delay the speed where you can actually kill one. And if that is true, and it would have been true, then we would have been delayed on the kill one. And meanwhile they also buff themselves up, right? And then the other one hits like a truck every turn and we are out of apparition. That being said, depending on the draw, if you would apparition the first 3 turns, apparitions always play full against Dekka and Donu. And if we get the spot weakness and our attacks early, we can actually apparition while we do deal the attacks. Once we are out of apparitions, we kill Donu probably. And then against Dekka, we can probably block in with our blocks and Feel No Pain. Because Feel No Pain, Dark Embrace, we can actually exhaust the dudes. That alone gives us 15 block, then we block in, and then we should probably not die. How is it against the bird of powers? Against the power bird is really bad. Against the power bird, you would like to go for a very quick kill with burst damage if possible. If that's like one of your game plans. That would have not been possible against the bird because we don't have enough damage against that. Yeah, in this direction. We were doing a lot with our powers. The problem is against the bird. If we do it with the powers, then the bird just completely trashes us, which would have probably also just happened. We set up the powers, the bird hits like a truck every turn. That's bad, like really bad. So against the bird we would have always faltered, and against the time eater it would have been possible, maybe not. And then what? Spire Shield, Spire Spear, possible but probably not. I don't know. No, yeah, with the insect probably. And then the heart. How are we against the heart? I don't know. It was possible, guys. We could have, maybe. It was possible. Yeah, but very unlikely. I mean, I don't know. Against the heart, we have thorns. So that's already 100. And we have flame barrier. So that's another 60 if you play it. We have it in the important turn in half of the cases, and there are 2 important turns. So that's another 60. So we have 150 from these alone. Not saying that's sufficient, but if you draw spot weakness in the right turns. Now, apparitions of course run out after the first 3 attacks, but apparitions are also fine for the heart. And we would have been able to mitigate 150 there. And then of course with the status effects, Mummified Hand is huge, you know. Mummified Hand, we had crap loads of energy. So what was the conclusion? The conclusion was we already bought the shop. So we already saw what was in the shop. And there were 2 elites, no 3 elites. Yeah, no 3 elites actually. 3 elites for 3 relics. Oh, I mean usually 3 relics, like there's usually non-relic, like 0.5 relics which have actually big or impact. But yeah, maybe we would have received something which might have been able to help us. I don't know. I mean, certainly, right? We received 3 relics, so I guess in average there's something like a pantograph or something, whatever. I mean, that's not even good, you know, but I'm just saying, right? Pantograph, crap or something. And then 3 card choices. Barricade? Ah, Barricade would have been cool. Oh. Interesting. But it's also interesting to reflect this run and see, hey, maybe, you know, we were not even this garbage crap run. We were still, you know, we still had possibilities, you know, despite this run being as crappy as it was. So, yeah, not so bad. Are we behind in time, by the way? We are behind in time, right? We had 5 runs and current playtime 11.3. So we are currently averaging 2.2 per run, or nearly 2.3. But we also won more, like usually 5 runs, we expect 3 to 2. So if you would have 1 more loss, then we would have also taken a little bit less time. But that's kind of the pace we have to make, yeah? Or the pace we have to play. Yeah, that we had 0 upgrades is of course also not exactly ideal, sure. Do I regret trading for apparition? No. That was good. Frodo Sheriff says this run felt like since Lagavulin hit us for 20 in Act 1, we never stabilized and we were chasing the curve. If that makes sense. No, that absolutely makes sense. I think it was exactly that. Yeah. We took the 20 against Lagavulin, we were nearly dying. We started to rest, and we rested ourselves into a slow death. And that's also what I mean, I guess that happens very often to well, people who press that rest button. Now, because yes, you do not die, because they always say, oh, you play safe. Play it safe and rest, you know, instead of upgrading. And what simply happens is that you die also at death, but just a delayed one. No, yeah, you trade into a very slow and devilish ugly death, you know. Like you just, yeah, I mean, that. No. You will still get trashed, but slower. Like in this run. Right, this was a very clean display of that. Will I play one more run? Yeah, later. Okay. So, yeah, we can... What can we do? We can make a break. I can do some gardening work. Or... no, that's probably the answer. I see you later. Oh, jetzt maybe Ascension kann er. Ja, super, ja, kann ich ja mal auch mal hosten. Ist eigentlich ganz gut. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye. See you later.